with me.
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The madman. The madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know
the pool house is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
I'm sorry, but don't you guys find it kind of creepy that a 40-year-old man
To me, it's funny. He's a YouTuber. He wears a Dr. Doom mask. He interviewed Tommy
in all of their videos because they're afraid to show their pale white face? I don't know. That seems a little suspicious to me.
Yeah. Let me get Max in here. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. Oh no. I should never have allowed it to happen. I'm already regretting it. No,
especially some dude just wearing a mask all the time screaming at the camera.
Mad Max is here. Never thought I'd see you in my chat. Great costume drawing. Thanks.
Rich, long time. Please take off your shirt and show us some saggy melon.
Yeah!
And please, with some Finnegan Fox enthusiasm,
Yes!
show us on the floor. Oh God, I see what you did there. You son. I like saggy melon.
Oh, there you go.
But like, it just
hard at work.
This
is hard at work.
Messed up now.
Your boss?
Saggy, hold on.
Go get your boss. Go get your boss.
At work.
I need your clout.
Chase it off of me, bro.
I need your clout. Oh wow.
I'm at work. You see I'm working. I'm trying to
get
end
ready.
The night.
Get ready for the
live now while I'm trying to get my job.
There's a reason for that. Get ready for the cancellation live in person.
Get ready for the cancellation. Yeah, you were about to get canceled. You already know.
Mom!
Yes, honey?
It happened again!
Did you have your mask on?
I always have my mask on.
Oh, I'm not on.
I already told you. I was watching your other stream. You're like, I hope someone shows up. Listen, I'm backing down. I don't have. I can't take the melons.
You don't want this. You don't want
this.
You don't.
I don't know.
You don't.
I know you're stocking shelves. Oh wow, you're
smoke. You do not want to mess with.
See, the accusations were false. Someone said you're doing a lot of texting network. And she's stalking.
Doing a text at work, damn right, because this is my job. I'm doing my job while we're talking. So
you know what
multitasking.
You know what the reality is? She was texting watching YouTube, and then she's like, "I'm going live. I better stock shelves."
Guest Tommy Telleriso.
Telleriso. Oh my God!
All right. Restart the stream. Restart.
Nice chatting with you. I'll see you guys later.
Jeremy, I just reached 5K.
Well, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
It really doesn't matter.
While you're here, if you'd like to consider memberships, it's only 99 cents.
Rip away, my friend. Rip away.
Because, man.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being so prompt and on time for Movie Madness Live. Right at 10 o'clock. We're early. We're 5 minutes early, everyone. Oh, wait. Was it supposed to be 10? 10 or 9? Thank you for being on time, everyone. Coop. It's Ezra Miller's fault. We're going to talk about that. Gayliot Productions, $2. Saggy quit slacking. It'll never happen. No, that's Saggy. How's everyone doing? We got CJH, Tony, in Logan. Wolverine. How's it going, Wolverine? Good. Wow. Cut down the intro. I'm making it longer.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to make it longer. I got to go look through the Tony vid and see when he was really mad at me. Or not mad at me, when he was really critical. Tony doesn't get mad. He gets critical. He's really critical of me. Maybe
I had a leggy video where I was mad at you.
A what video?
it was laggy. Like my
Laggy.
internet was terrible.
Oh, I thought you said leggy. I'm like, you're
No.
showing leg. Laggy. Laggy.
No, it was awful.
Green stop sign? That's confusing. Is this Isaac? What's up, Tubby? He's the only one that calls me Tubby.
I believe that's Isaac, yeah.
Devin, please don't.
Wolverine.
Devin, please don't hate me for my previous stream. Some people, okay, I can address that real quick. Some people were not too happy with the previous stream, but you know what? I do want to talk to more people, and I don't always want to go. I try to challenge ideas when I can. I thought it was okay, an okay stream. Talked to some people I really disagree with, two people, and it went into politics, which we're not going to do here. We're just going to talk about Ezra.
Green stop sign is Isaac.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll have to sub. Please don't make it longer. I don't know. Well, here's the main topic. Let's be calm about it, because we do have to get to the facts of the Ezra situation. People don't realize, and I think it's factual, that this recent. Oh, what is that? It's a. Oh, cool.
It's a mug from.
Awesome.
Isaac's former channel.
Ooh. You know what you should do, Max, for your intro? You should
What?
make it longer, but start the intro before the stream actually starts.
How do I do that?
Well, if you got it
Oh,
scheduled
well, then
for
I
7, you started at 6:55, so the intro starts, then the show actually starts at 7.
Oh,
Still
that
play
would
your
be.
intro.
That's a good plan. I'm good with planning. We have
So the only
39
part of the actual intro they see is the.
We have 39 people watching. Can you smash the like button, please? Help us out. Green stop sign says I'm not good at debating.
You're not.
No.
It sounded like. I think I'm really good at debating. I just don't care if people think I lost or anything. I'm like.
You need practice to become a master. I'm just saying.
I'm a debater. Master debater. That wasn't for Isaac.
You don't have good rhetoric.
Oh, look at that. Look at that timing. As soon as I said that.
Lots of corn.
Hold on. Let me.
I got it. Okay, never mind. Somebody already did.
All right. So the main topic is the Ezra Miller situation.
Good catch, Devin.
But let's be factual about it. This was from early May, the arrest.
He wasn't arrested.
He wasn't?
No.
The report was filed in May.
Yeah.
Well, why are they acting like he just got arrested?
He didn't get arrested. He got
didn't
served.
get arrested. Or they didn't get arrested.
Okay.
Yeah. Ezra, he committed the crime in May.
Yeah.
They couldn't find him. They just found him the other day and served him his paperwork.
Oh, okay. So I messed that up too.
That's why he's got a court date set for next month, I think.
Yeah.
So that's actually good news, because if they reached him.
Not really, because he's free, so they could potentially not make it to the court. Unless Warner Brothers has kidnapped him and put him in a van and told him we're going to make sure you make it.
Well, he's with his mother. I saw pictures of him looking okay with his mother. I mean, this is a recent picture, the mustache picture. I really had a lot of fun putting that on the floor. I really want a Flash stash shirt. Flash mustache. I think he looks good with a mustache. I just hope this movie comes out. I really do. I don't want another shelved project. I don't think Warner Brothers can survive another shelved movie that's almost complete.
Well, they've already paid for it, right?
Yeah. Hey, Bradley. Can you respond to this, CJH and Wolvie and Tony? What do you think of Marcus's comment here?
Hey, what? Uh-huh.
I can see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You do lack your research.
I don't do that much research. What the hell's going on?
Lots of reaction. Wait, me?
Yeah, there's that noise with your microphone or something.
Oh, I was moving the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Jade. I appreciate that. I'm no hack.
You're not even good enough to be a hack? Jeez, Jade. Way to cut a man down.
Protoss is saying another tax write-off. I mean, you don't want this to happen. Everyone wants to see the Flash movie, right?
Yeah.
You don't care?
I didn't think he made a good Flash in the Justice League.
But there's more characters than just the Flash in here. What about Supergirl? What about Batfleck?
I'm just saying that they should reboot, starting with the Batman. The Batman with Robert Pattinson being the blueprint.
No, I didn't see what Grace said on Twitter. I'll have to look for it. Hey, where's RJ? I thought for sure RJ would be on this one. I don't know. He must have fallen asleep.
Is Saggy streaming still?
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't
About
Ezra?
Give me a second here.
Let me see what Grace is saying.
I see RJ over there though.
So I put on Twitter this what the DCU should have been.
What? Hold on.
It's just missing two movies that in between. Because there was like a take that Superman dying was a good thing, but it's missing a Batman movie and Man of Steel 2. And in between Man of Steel and Batman v Superman.
Well, they're missing a lot of movies. Jade wants this Batman separate. I agree. I don't see, just like Christopher Nolan's Batman wasn't like that was kind of its own thing too.
Yeah, it's kind of short-sighted if you think about it. But all right, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what Grace says first, and then let's read some of this article here. There's 3 options. Here's what Grace is saying. She says she's a scooper on Twitter, and she's more of a movie on YouTube, and only a little bit of a scooper on YouTube. That's what she said the other day. That's why she does that super follow, I think. I'm not sure how true this is, specific drama tales, but I am hearing that indeed this is it, man. The moment of truth for the Flash, developing story, hopefully get the answer for its fate soon. Apparently, Zaslav got outvoted on Tuesday with regards to the Ezra situation. Majority of the WB Discovery board wanted to indefinitely shelve the Flash, but Zaslav was against it. So he called in another meeting today and sounded like there's a shouting match happening at WB. She's saying, not sure how true it is. This is the moment of truth for the Flash. You think they're actually having shouting matches about this project? About what to do? Whoa, what's that? The train?
Train.
Okay. I don't know.
What is Marcus saying?
I don't know what Marcus is saying. What? I don't know, Marcus, what you're talking about. What do you think of this, Tony and Wolverine, Logan? Shouting match at WB, a board of directors, or the board discussing what's going to happen with the Flash movie. Some people have had enough.
Well, this right here sounds like bullshit.
It sounds like bullshit.
No, the Grace part sounds like bullshit.
Okay.
Because 8 hours ago, you got the undercover audience made their tweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then 7 hours ago, Grace did her quote retweet. She added no new details and is just sort of piggybacking off their story and trying to make it sound like she knows what's going on.
Oh,
I'm here.
Exactly. Especially when you start the article going, I'm not sure if this is true, and then follow it up with the moment of truth.
Did they hear voices?
Hearing voices? I don't know.
That tell them these sources.
Because basically her
she's piggybacking.
She's piggybacking, and she's adding no new details and just saying, like,
this is a moment of truth. And then if something happens, she'll be like, I told you.
Yeah. And if nothing happens, she's like, well, I told you I didn't have specific details.
Yeah.
Kind of like what I used to do, where I used to look at Reddit leaks, and I used to say, "Hey, I got a scoop."
Yeah, you're a scooper.
Well, I have a question though. Does that spell doom for universes, or
Wait, what?
if they permanently shelve the Flash movie, what does that mean?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I do. Shade
It
really
means
isn't a fan of Grace.
Michael Keaton wasted his time.
No, he got paid. I don't see Michael Keaton say release my movies out there. He doesn't seem to care.
I don't even think he'll do a Batman Beyond movie anymore.
Oh, why would he come back after this nonsense? Like after they did 2 movies, if that happens, why would he okay, let me do another movie with you?
But it wasn't WB's fault.
I just don't understand.
Because
That's my
Batman
opinion.
Beyond movie would make $1 billion at least, or at least what's that Crisis movie they were talking about? It could.
Devin says, I'm sure there's a lot of disagreement over Flash. The news of his burglary didn't help anything. It's probably a lack of confidence he could stay out of the headlines for a year. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think anyone thinks he can.
But again, I'm going to
What about
disagree
the
with
Aquaman movie?
Go ahead,
With
Tony.
Amber Heard.
Well, that's pretty much done. Like even if they keep her in, I mean we already know about Amber Heard. I don't foresee her getting into more trouble than she already is. Go ahead, Tony. What were you going to say?
The incident happened in May. WB's already known about this. Let's not pretend like they didn't know. So this headline is just them they were just waiting. They were bracing for it. Like, when's the headline coming? They knew it was coming, right?
Yeah, Ezra Miller stuff gets clicks now. It doesn't have to be current.
Well, not just clicks. What I'm saying is the incident happened in May. They knew that they hadn't got a hold of him yet, right? They knew eventually they were going to catch up with him to hand him his citation for court. So they were just waiting. When's it going to happen? It happened, and now they can just, all right, it's done. Now we can move on from it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think this is adding anything new. Now, if something else comes out from this, then maybe. But I don't think this incident is anything.
Okay. Well, I actually like that he was with his mother. Maybe that might help. Maybe she's gonna watch him until the film releases. Maybe that's what you do. Pay Ezra's family. We're gonna pay you this amount of millions of dollars. Just keep Ezra with you until we release this movie.
They're the people that raised him, and look how he turned out.
Well, you don't have trust in the family either. Okay. That would look bad, though. Devin says if we got 68 people watching, you know what to do. Like the video, please.
I'm saying that they knew because I'm sure that somebody from the police department, they're looking for Ezra, so they probably contacted someone at WB, like, do you know where Ezra Miller's at? We're trying to get a hold of him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Devin says they probably didn't know he broke in the house. He wasn't arrested or served until now, so unless he confessed them his own, they probably didn't know everything. That's what Devin's saying. Hey, Enosh. Whistling do so do. I don't know what that means. The Flash. No, no one wants the Flash. Listen, you want to get the movie canceled again, you put Matt Jarboe as the Flash.
But if Matt Jarboe becomes the Flash, maybe I'll get my Uber Eats on time.
No. He, instead of delivering, he's calling in the movie talk across YouTube. Okay, what's Enosh saying? They are not working for Ezra. That doesn't make any sense. He's literally at his mom's. Okay. I don't know. It does seem like they're considering 3 things. This is the Hollywood Reporter. We should pay somewhat attention to this, right?
Yeah.
Do you agree? Okay. A source with knowledge of the situation says the studio appears to be preparing 3 possible scenarios. First, Warner's has received indications that the 29-year-old Miller, whose mother has accompanied the actor in recent days, which I think that's actually a good thing, will seek professional help after returning to their home in Vermont after being away.
They're home to their farm. They put Ezra on the farm, just like my dog.
Farm. Oh, no.
So that sounds promising, but still, I don't know how long they are going to stay on the farm. If that happens, Miller, who goes by they, them pronouns, could give an interview at some point explaining their erratic behavior over the past few years. The actor could then do limited press for The Flash, and then the movie would open in cinemas as planned.
Real quick.
Yeah. First scenario. Yes.
What was the point of that one sentence that he goes by they, them pronouns?
To inform the reader in case they didn't know. Most of us know.
But it just was just in the middle but it was in the middle of the first scenario. You would think that if it was to inform, it would be at the beginning of the article, right?
Right.
It just seems thrown in there like he's going to seek help. By the way, he goes by they, them.
Yeah, it was kind of out of place, I guess. I agree with you there. I don't know where to place it, but yeah, I get your point for sure. Does that seem very likely to you that would, that's what they want to go for? I think if they release the movie, this is the number one. This is what you want. If they still are planning on releasing the movie. And I just don't see a world where they could shelve another movie this far gone, this far done. It's just like horrible, regardless of what movie. This big of a movie, this budget, this amount of actors and storylines to just shelve it. I really think it's really, unless something really, which we all hope nothing bad happens. But come on, shelving the movie.
It depends on more than what they're talking about here. What is the plan going forward? Does this movie tie into anything else?
This is the plan right here.
What? CGH is interrupting with the.
Not scary at all. Scary and very scary. Yeah.
That's their three options. Read the tweet.
Yeah, very scary is for me is not releasing at all. Well, I didn't read the second. I know the first and the third. I honestly didn't read the second option yet. So let me see. The second scenario, even if Miller doesn't reach out for help, Warner's could still release the film, but don't expect Miller to play a prominent role in terms of marketing publicity. Nor would Miller be the Flash going forward, as the role would be recast in future projects. I think that's going to happen regardless, too. I just don't see a world where they okay, we actually get this movie out, release it. Now we want to make a second Flash movie or another project with him in it. No,
I see a world with that.
You do?
There was barely a trailer anyway.
Okay, we got to work off the scenario that the movie is fantastic, right? That's what everyone says. The movie's fucking top notch, and that they're going to go ahead and connect this movie into their future of the DCEU, right?
Yeah.
All you got to do, one, Ezra Miller's now in therapy. He's getting help. Two, he's apologized for all of his past behavior, and he blames it all on his mental condition that he didn't have under control. But now the therapist has got it under control. Three, X amount of the percentage of the gate from the Flash movie will be donated to some charity that deals with mental health. Four, Ezra Miller is now going to speak at various mental health organizations to spread awareness for this issue that has caused him so much trouble and WB. Everybody loves a redemption story.
Yeah, but
what?
That's
unless he's done something truly terrible.
No, but that's saying he can. I don't think Ezra can handle all that, even if Ezra's doing better. Personally,
you put a V chip in his neck.
I think that sounds great, Tony, but I just don't see it.
You just said that's the scenario, right? Whether he can handle it or not, I don't know. There's been lots of celebrities that have been under the influence that have, quote unquote, been clean enough to go out on stage and do their stuff, you know? Just fake it. I'm not saying he has to actually fix himself. He just has to fake it enough. And if he is a good enough actor, as they say, shouldn't be a problem.
I think that's enough to send Ezra on another scenario, going through all that promoting and say, I'm going to do better. And I just don't see it. But it sounds great. Sounds great. I don't know. Even if Ezra's doing better, I don't think Ezra could handle that.
What do you think, Wolverine?
Sure.
Sounds great. All right. The third case things go from bad to worse with the situation with Miller deteriorating. And we got to be fair. There really hasn't been anything recent. It's just more details about that period of time, honestly, about those few months where lots of shit was going down, out of control.
We got breaking news.
What is it?
In the private chat.
What?
The article.
No, come on. This is just meant to. I don't know if I believe this. Hold on.
That could work, though.
No,
because
that
the
would get everyone
Arrowverse
pissed.
kind of, had a vision for a little bit.
But people don't want. Let me bring it up just to see. This is also. I think this is just an article, honestly. Greg Berlanti is possible candidate for DC Films' Kevin Feige. I just don't see them going that route because there's such a mixed reception of Berlanti projects.
How does somebody get loudly whispered?
Where's that say? In the article?
Yeah, it says in news report from Variety, the trade reveals that Berlanti has been loudly whispered as a possibility for the role.
Oh, is there a new Variety article? I'd rather go there. Let me see.
They're loudly whispering.
Well, CGH just gave you an example of that. Variety. Let me see. What's the article here? 5 hours ago, DC Universe in Chaos. Man, these are getting a lot of clicks. These articles about Chaos.
How do you know?
Huh?
Maybe you should make a title that says DC in Chaos.
I did do that.
Max made a statement. You made a statement, Max. You said these articles are getting a lot of clicks. Now, I've challenged you to answer.
I guess it's just I think they are. I think they are, Tony. I don't have any facts to back it.
That's why you're bad at debating.
All right. I guess
you should have just made something up. You should have just said, because I've noticed that the trend of all these articles coming out. So obviously, if a bunch of articles come out with this title, then obviously it's getting clicks.
Yes. All right. Fair enough.
Terrible bullshitter.
I'm a terrible bullshitter?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I want to play cards with you, Max. I want to play cards.
No, I don't want to lose my money. I don't want to lose my money. All right. So let's finish this one first. Third case for bad to worse. This could see Warner's killing the movie outright, as it cannot be reshot with a different actor. Miller plays multiple characters in his almost every scene. Scrapping a $200 million film would be an unprecedented move. Who pops in? Oh, Justin. Hey, Justin, do you care about the Flash movie?
Only for Michael Keaton.
Well, it might not come out.
Yeah, I know about the decision that may or may not be made. So
yeah,
I really hope that.
Your audio sounds weird.
Oh, does it? Maybe I'll fix it. Hold on.
Are you in the Batcave?
Give me a second.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's all I had to say about that. That's potentially what they're at least considering the option. They might not be able. They're considering plans where they might shelve it. And I don't know what they're going to do then. I think everything's going to be delayed if that happens.
Do I sound better now?
Holy shit!
No, different kind of worse. Different kind of worse. Now it's.
Damn it!
Holy shit! Sorry for the headphone users.
Is it still bad?
Yeah,
you're way loud.
Let me fix you.
Amazing.
Abomination AJ, that was a guest earlier, says scrap the Flash movie, start over. Man, I see if they scrap the Flash movie, do you really think they're going to start filming a new one right away? It's probably just you're never going to get a Flash movie, honestly, right?
Start fresh.
Maybe.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman.
Does it
Flash.
sound bad now?
No, that's better. It's better. Well, Enosh says it's good to know that Ezra on his way to jail after being found guilty of everything. Fair enough. Enosh, he has not been he's not in jail. We know that part. So he should have his day in court. Fair enough. You know, I can't argue with that. Can you, Tony?
He should have his day in court. Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Right,
That's the first anti-Ezra thing that Enosh has ever said. I
But
swear to God,
it's not anti-Ezra. He's being sarcastic, Justin.
Yeah. You know what?
You'll take it anyway.
I get giving people the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, Enosh, let's just be real here. There comes a point when you have to realize that there's so much stacked up against this guy that you are fighting an uphill battle.
Oh, sure.
I don't think can be won, at this point. But I could be wrong. But it does come across. It does come across that you are defending this man to the point.
Well, we don't want to. We're going to start summoning Enosh. To be fair, though, the press really doesn't care if you're guilty or not. They're going to use it for clicks, and we don't have the whole story on a lot of things. And if that first scenario is true, it does seem like he's in Vermont with his mother. So hopefully Ezra is getting help, and Ezra hasn't been convicted, I don't think, of a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, but if you're going to be objective about this, you have to admit it looks very bad.
Oh,
and he does admit that. But
you're battling against the majority of the public opinion, and from what Tony says,
I know,
just of what I've seen out there, everyone's like, "Oh boy, Ezra." Yeah.
And I think that's the narrative that he's trying to go against, and it's a very hard one to go against. So, good for him for doing it, but come on, just because he DMs you once.
Oh no!
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Careful.
Point Extra Lounge. Enosh says, "I no longer care what the truth is." He's being sarcastic. But you're saying that in a way that you know what the truth is that we don't, right? So we all care what the truth is, and we can only see what we see, right? And we only have the information that we have access to publicly.
All right. He is going full sarcasm.
If you have some sort of,
No, this is a fair
no. If you can exonerate Ezra with some sort of information that you're holding on to, then it's your fault that we're here talking shit about him, right? Because just tell us the fucking shit. Don't be, I got secret information that he told me, but I can't wait till the fucking third moon from fucking Jupiter is in alignment with fucking Aquarius. All right? Just fucking give us the information. Even if you got to do it backstage, say, here, Max, here's the information so you guys stop shitting on Ezra because he's not guilty, right? All we know is that he was caught on some sort of camera that they were confident enough that he did some crime that they went and fucking found him and handed him citation to appear in court, right? They don't just fucking grab people at random. Oh, it's just a white dude. It must be Ezra Miller. Fucking give him a citation.
I don't know if he's talking about my comment or yours.
He's talking about all of it.
Well, Enosh, this is a fair statement across I totally agree with this. Let's forget about due process because of feelings. I think people do get too emotional. We have to let it play out. I do agree with that.
Yeah, but we at the same time have to,
Max, if you see somebody punch, if I went up to Justin and punched him, right? Do you need to let it play out before you go, you know what, Tony just fucking socked Justin in the mouth? I don't need to go to court for you guys to be able to go, Tony just socked Justin in the fucking mouth, right?
Well, the reports from the bars were like put their hands on someone and did other things, but we don't have all.
He threw a chair at somebody.
Yeah.
And cracked her head open. He wasn't aiming at her, but he still fucking did it. We know that. Fact.
Yeah, we don't.
Fact. He threw a chair.
He threw a chair at someone.
And it hit someone, right? He threw a chair and it hit somebody. That's a fucking fact. You can't argue it any other way.
No,
he put his hands on a lady and fucking took her to the ground. Can't argue it any other way.
He's done some awful things, but I don't know about the cult thing. That's
the go-to thing for everyone nowadays. Everyone's in a cult. That's just the argument across the board. We don't know if
Ezra's actually started a cult or it just seems weird or whatever.
Jesus.
We don't know. We're not turning into roast Enosh, you know. And I think
We
I want to
can.
move on. I know. I think no,
We
no,
can if
don't.
you
No,
want,
I don't.
but,
I don't. I want to move on actually a little bit after this.
The one last thing I will say about that is Sammy Hagar is better than David Lee Roth. There you go.
I don't know about that. What do you
What?
think? I don't know. I don't know about that. Enosh is here.
Can't they just do a hard reboot and forget about all these?
Hey,
actors?
Enosh, how's it going, brother?
Hey, I'm just here to take my personal responsibility because me just saying, I obviously have so much information that I'm withholding from everybody. And that's why you get to talk shit about Ezra, because I'm withholding information, which is absolutely ridiculous. But I would like to take my personal responsibility for everybody talking shit about Ezra because it's my fault, because somehow me saying that anybody should have their day in court exonerates anybody from actually having to have evidence or proof or have somebody actually convicted of anything. That's
I'm
because
glad
that's
that you could take responsibility for that. You know?
Truth. That's truth right there. It doesn't matter what actually is said in court. It doesn't matter like if charges stick. It doesn't matter if somebody's convicted of anything or if there's just charges that ends up getting dismissed or lowered or put away. None of that matters. What only matters is public opinion, and I will know my place from now on, and know that from now on.
So you're saying that if all these charges get dismissed, that's all that matters? Is that what matters? Or does the truth matter? Because a little while ago, the truth matters.
The truth matters. The truth matters.
So all that stuff you said could still happen, Enosh. He could get charges lowered. He can get things dismissed.
Yep.
And he could still be guilty of those things.
Absolutely. But you know what? Here's the thing. This is my problem with society right now. And I don't care if it's an effing uphill battle or not. This is not an Ezra thing for me. This isn't everything for me. This is a drama-filled nonsense TMZ world that we live in. And I'm sick of it. Because the thing is we don't give anybody, as long as like everybody thinks that something's wrong, that's all we care about. That's all we care about. We don't even know the truth. I don't know the truth. I have never once sat here and said, hey guys, I'm holding this above your heads because I know the truth. Because God forbid, Justin, that he DM'd me once. F you. F you for that statement.
Well,
because that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I have never said that. And I'm sitting here trying to listen to my friends talk about something. But you know what? I'm sick of this nonsense of like, we're just talking about this, just to talk about it. And it's just like, hey, like, how can we pile up on it when, what about the stuff that's been talked about that actually was told didn't happen, right? So like nobody sat here, like none of the media went on and on about the fact that like Dakota came out and said, none of this happened. She literally did an interview this week that said, hey, all that stuff that was about Ezra, I'm going to say it again, clearly. That didn't happen. My parents are flat out lying. But no, she did an interview because everybody wanted her to come forward, right? So when she did the Instagram thing, it was like, oh my God, did you see her? She looks like she's being like trapped and coerced. And oh my God, you could just tell she's being controlled. Like that's the narrative now. It doesn't matter what, we want Ezra to say something, but bullshit, because the second that he comes out and says something, you know what? Everybody's just going to come forward and just go, oh my God, did you hear Ezra, what he said? It was obviously so much lies, and you could tell that he's guilty. You know what? I'm done. I'm done talking about this. I'm done hearing everybody just go on and on and on about it, because it's all conjecture. It's all just a bunch of made up speculation. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. The guy could be as guilty as sin, and if he is, he needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail for whatever he's done wrong and actually been accused of, and actually, if they actually get him on something, you know what I mean? But like, for God's sake, if he hasn't, don't. Yeah, and ghosting the algorithm, you know what? There are plenty of times in the Bible where men of God like had enough and used choice words, and I'm using choice words because it is absolute bullshit. Shite. Yes, from the root word shite. It is absolute shit at this point that people keep throwing around, not just about this, but about stuff like this in general. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of every time, like, if I like try to say anything about, hey, maybe we should, because I always try to come in with like, maybe we should just wait. Maybe we should just wait. But then no, it gets escalated. Well, Enosh is defending him. If I just say, hey, let's just wait. No, like Enosh is defending him. Well, you know what? Screw that. I'll stop defending him. I will take my place as being personally responsible, because apparently nobody else can take responsibility for their own actions about whether or not they contribute to the nonsense or not. Okay? So you know what? It's all my fault somehow because I said, let's wait.
Well,
point being,
that's
and I'm
Hey,
done.
you know what? Actually, Enosh,
You brought my name into this. Yeah.
I apologize for saying like, oh, he DM'd you once. That was supposed to be a joke, and I didn't realize that was going to hit you very hard.
Yeah, because you guys don't know how many DMs I freaking get every day from people trying to be a smart aleck, trying to be a smart guy, right? And people who've said that they're my friends trying to be a smart guy because somehow if Ezra's name comes up, trying to act like Enosh has some kind of like is holding some kind of thing over everybody's head. Screw that. I haven't tried to hold anything over anybody's head. All I said from the beginning is, how about we wait? How about we wait? And then, yes, people knew that Ezra had contacted me like a month before any of this nonsense started happening. And don't you think it pisses me off because the guy was literally talking about coming on the stream and he can't? Like, yeah, I want Ezra to stop whatever it is that he's doing to keep getting into trouble, because I would love to be able to have a guy on the channel who plays the Flash and have it just be a nice, fun conversation about the Flash. But even if that ever happens, it ain't going to be about that. It ain't ever going to be about that.
That ship sailed long ago.
Exactly.
I mean, not
exactly.
A live
so what do I
stream.
win from this? What do I personally gain from having had contact with him a couple months ago and having my friends try to throw it up in my face months later as like, oh, she just wants him on the stream. F the stream. If I never have him on the stream, it doesn't matter. Nothing was ever about that. My whole point was maybe we shouldn't just jump to conclusions. And you know what? The thing is everything that has come down the pipe, something has come out, but nobody wants to actually look at what has actually happened or what's actually been said, and everybody wants a defense, but then when the people involved actually offer up a defense, then it's not good enough. So nothing is good enough. Yep, I will make it about myself, Anthony Degrassi. I will make it about myself because my name got brought into it. Degrassi, I don't see anybody hounding you every day. Are people hounding you, Anthony? Huh? Are people doing that to you? I don't think they are they? Have you had friends try to call you out for bullshit that you didn't say? No, probably not. Do you have people like Anthony Cheeseman and others in your streams like trying to harass you about it every time the freaking person's name is brought up? No. So guess what? I'll just be done.
Well, don't you think?
Hey man, no, Enosh, I'm really sorry about that. Like, I don't mean to actually, put you under fire or attack you personally. I just made a joke.
Okay.
That's it.
Thanks, Justin, for being. I appreciate that.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I appreciate that.
I do think everyone needs to chill out.
At the end of the day, my friendship with you, whatever relationship we have, it just, I did not know that was gonna hit like so hard. I should have known better. That's just me though. I'm just, it's fine. That's not me.
No, I get it. I get it. I get the frustration with Ezra. Okay, I get it. But the point again is
as long as you understand that it's not about you personally. And
no, I know. It's just it's just that like I understand the frustration when listen, don't you think that it bothers me every day that I wake up and I see one more thing or whatever, because I know that I'm just going to get hounded about it because 2 months ago I said something about this because I had a differing opinion. Does anybody do you not you, Justin, but like to the people who hound me about this, do you think that makes it better or easier for me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I said something a couple months ago about this, then all of a sudden I'm forever just put in this label of supposedly defending somebody that I never defended. Defending means if I was sitting on here going, he's innocent. He's innocent. You guys should leave him alone because he's innocent. I've never said he's innocent.
That's fair. He says wait. He says wait.
I've never once said the man is innocent.
Okay, I'll give
I don't
you
know that.
I'll give you that, Enesh. But you did say we should stop talking about it. Stop speculating.
I said we should stop spinning it. We should stop speculating and spinning up on it and like piling up on it and acting like accusations are true that we don't know are true.
But isn't your by telling us not to talk about it, not to speculate, that's the same as like, hey guys, leave it alone. That's being seen as a defense. That's like shutting down the conversation.
I'm saying I hear you.
Upon Ezra.
I hear you. What I'm saying is this is why it is in the public opinion that it is right now. Because when I'm flipping through TikTok videos and I see that somebody made a freaking stop motion animation making fun of Ezra with an action figure from Zack Snyder's Justice League of Ezra's The Flash going around the world hitting women, okay, and then making this thing of Ezra Miller's lost it. And he's beating up women all over the earth at lightning speed. That adds to it. You know what? It's funny, but it would be funny if it didn't actually involve like real people and real life situations, and it's not pushing people towards a narrative. And that's my problem. If we were actually talking about this and dissecting it and talking about it in a realistic manner, it would be fine. There's nothing wrong with just talking about it. What's wrong with though is buying into this public opinion thing that he's automatically or they are automatically guilty of everything that they've been accused of. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference for me. That's the difference for me.
People are talking about on Twitter. This doesn't mean it's factual either, but this is an argument about the stealing thing. And everyone's hashtagging Ezra Miller is innocent. Turns out Ezra took a couple beers from a neighbor's house. They've been borrowing stuff each other from you for a few years. The only criminal here is the media trying to wreck someone's life who's obviously having a rough time. Ezra Miller's innocent. But I mean, I don't.
That doesn't make any sense, Max. The police don't go over there and go, hey, Ezra Miller was who we found on your video. And they go, oh, yeah, that guy borrows stuff all the time. Forget about it. The police are like, no, we're going to arrest him anyway. Right?
Yeah,
You know what?
Well, they didn't arrest him. They didn't. That's the other thing too. I know, but that's the other thing. It's because people were claiming that he was on the run from the police, or that they were on the run from the police before one more person goes, oh my gosh, you're misgendering him, right? They were never. Ezra was never on the run from the police. That whole thing of they were looking for Ezra supposedly wasn't even the U.S. anything. That was the tribe was looking for Ezra to serve him papers for his court date. They were never trying to arrest him. There was not a warrant for his arrest. There was not an accusation that would bring about a warrant for Ezra's arrest. There was never any of that. Yet I swear to God, how many videos have we seen? And this is why I'm frustrated about it, because how many videos have we seen that said Ezra was on the run from the police?
No idea. I don't watch those videos.
I'm just saying, there's tons of videos.
Well, Ezra,
it shows up in my feed.
Ezra did that. I believe Ezra did that to themselves when they post memes on Twitter when they know people are looking for him.
Ezra doesn't have a Twitter account. Ezra had an Instagram account. And the things that Ezra posted was not to the police. They were based around his band, but that's why Ezra pulled it all down, because people were misconstruing it. I swear, when Ezra posted the picture of it was like the weird pictures with like a cigar in their mouth and guns or whatever, people were like, oh my God, I tagged me in it, said Ezra has lost it. He's gone off the deep end. Right. And then come to find out it was literally from their album cover. It had nothing to do with any of this stuff at all. Ezra was literally just talking about their band, their music, the stuff that they were doing, and people literally went off the deep end on it and accused Ezra of trying to taunt the police about not being able to find them. which was never the case because the police were never looking for them. Do we understand it? Like, how do you taunt the police about looking for you when the police were never looking for you? The police were not looking for Ezra. That's the point. It was literally process servers trying to serve Ezra. So how does that, you know what I mean? So that's the problem is in the public opinion. All of a sudden, Ezra's running from the cops. Ezra's beating up people left and right. Ezra's getting into fights left and right. They had Ezra going overseas. Remember when they said that Ezra was in Japan and started a fight with that one dude in a bar or whatever, and then like somehow by something miraculous, it turned out that they came out and said like, well, that didn't happen. Right. But everybody like labeled Ezra for that, too. Like, look, he's over there in Japan now fighting with people. That's all I'm saying. Like, and the only reason I'm passionate about this is because I see good people falling for literally tabloid nonsense and not actually doing reporting, but just reading some article. Half the articles that were made, do you understand half the articles that were made that like talked about how Ezra was guilty of grooming and all this stuff? Do you realize that they were written by the father of the girl? Like literally the guy who was bringing about the accusations against Ezra, the father of Gibson. That was who wrote them. Because that dude
wrote the article or he was interviewed for the article?
No, he literally has a vested interest in the tribe's newspaper. Okay. It was their article.
Do you have proof that they wrote the article?
It was in there. It was in there. That's what it was. But nobody wrote
like
that.
You would be able to see written by so and so.
It was.
That's what I'm saying.
It is their newspaper. They have an ownership.
Right, but you don't know they actually wrote it. So again,
there's a conflict of interest. That's a conflict of interest when everybody's jumping and saying, "Well, look at this article is accusing him, so it's got to be right." Well, no, it's not. When you own the newspaper.
Well, hold on.
Just because you own the newspaper doesn't mean you necessarily decide what's going in and what's not. He could have influence. Hold on, it is sus. He could have influence, but you made the accusation that he wrote it without any evidence other than he owns the newspaper. He could have a separation between the editor, the owner, and the actual writers. There could be something in there. So you came in here hot at us for making accusations about Ezra and jumping to conclusions, and you just did the same thing because it fits your narrative that obviously those articles were fabricated in order to bring the man down.
I'm really sorry for starting this whole thing. I feel like
Justin, it would have happened inevitably anyway. Honestly, this is the Ezra argument. Is always gets this heated.
Is this a bad time to say that I'm going to see Sammy Hagar in 2 weeks and he's
there's no good time to say that.
Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with Sammy Hagar. Nothing wrong. He's not as good as David Lee Roth, but
that's what I'm saying.
Back in the day, but no. I just felt like I had to ease.
Justin, it is inevitable, just like the Snyderverse.
Hans, it can be.
Hans, I apologize. Hans is really going to get mad at me today. First, all the political talk on the last stream, and now Ezra talk. Listen, I was trying to talk about Rings of Power earlier. I was trying to.
I love how I said something to Jeffrey Miller, and now he's dead silent.
Oh, really? Where'd Jeffrey go?
Probably to go fuck himself.
Oh, come on! I like Jeffrey.
No. Jesus is being brought into it. He's like, what?
Oh wow! Devin says Justin Sammy Hagar is his only good take. I don't hate you, Mo Moon. I like you, Mo Moon.
Oh, I probably did.
Hey, we have 95 people watching.
Nobody cares if the freaking Snyderverse gets restored.
I care.
Listen. This has nothing to do with the freaking Snyderverse.
Well, I do think that there's
tell me you don't.
From some of the article writers.
No, you know what? I'm just gonna retire. I'm just gonna retire. Screw it all. No, screw it all. No, hold on. No, screw it all. You know what? I'll just retire. Hold on. It has nothing to do with you, Max. It has nothing to do with you, Max. It has nothing to do with you, Max. Because I'm not going to retire. But you know what? I swear to God, I put too much faith in humanity in people that actually listen to what you say or not say. But you know what? You prove yourself to be internet trolls. You prove yourself to be nothing but somebody under a freaking bridge. Okay? Because you don't listen to a word anybody says. You know? And when it comes to stuff like this, I'm so over it. I'm so over people. Oh, you just want the Snyderverse restored. Oh, you just want this, you want that. You know what? Screw all of that. Like, if you don't listen to what we actually talk about on streams and how, like, literally forever we've literally forever been saying we don't know if it's going to happen or not. If it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, you know what? We're going to move on. I literally said this week alone that I don't think that Warner Brothers is going to actually probably pursue it, that I would be shocked at this point. And I know nobody wants to hear that. But, you know, the reality is I feel like they're just going to reboot the whole thing, but nobody wants to hear that either. You know, so, but yeah, you know what? Just go ahead because it makes you feel good. You get a rise out of me. You get to say your little thing, you know, in the chats and, you know, and follow me around from show to show and, you know, and DM me and, you know, tag me and everything, you know, and stuff like that and try to be sarcastic. But the second I'm sarcastic or the second that I say something, then I'm an a-hole and then I just want this and that. You know what? So that's fine. That's fine. You know what? But when you get blocked, you'll know why.
I do have to say I was happy to see Ezra looking healthy and with his mother. The pictures that came out recently, you know, if they are actually doing that Hollywood Reporter options that, you know, get Ezra help. So that.
But wait, Max, if he didn't commit any of the crimes, he doesn't need help.
No, Ezra needs some type of help regardless, I think. There's instances that there's two sides to the story, of course, but there's instances in bars with other people. I do want to say Enosh and Saggy and some other of our friends, Ashley and K-Dots, did interview some of these people, and they seem a lot of them seem very unreliable. And this is where some of the accusations are coming from too. Some of these unreliable people that Ezra's had associations with. So it's very complicated. It is.
And
so,
that's why
that is factual. The people that they interviewed, they say one thing one day and another thing the other day. And this is some of the people that have been contacting these reporters.
But who are you going to believe? You're going to believe Grace Randolph from day to day? She literally flip-flops every day on the subject, goes back and forth, you know, and the only people coping are people who literally make up nonsense just to keep a narrative alive that somehow there's guilt just by accusation. And I swear to God, I hope that none of you.
Well, the police.
I hope that none of you.
Times. Yeah.
Have they though?
They brought in a few times for Ezra. Yes.
The police back earlier this year came to a bar twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's something though. That is something, but still.
I'm just saying, like, yeah.
People have had bad moments. I'm sure there could be a lot of people out there.
Yeah,
that
the thing is like Ezra got into it with somebody at a bar. And they called the police as well. The police showed up. There's video. It was actually in the video that Ezra is telling them, listen, these people were coming at me for being
sorry, Jay.
part of the LGBTQ community. And they just go, okay, whatever. And then they just keep going after Ezra. And that's when Ezra became.
Well, they have to. They gotta if they gotta report on both of these individuals, they gotta get Ezra into the car, get him secure. Then they got to get the other person. They can't just.
Why do they have to get Ezra into the car?
Because you said they called the police on both of them. They got to get both of them secure so they don't cause any more trouble. If I go, hey, Enosh and Max are causing trouble, the police are going to arrest both of you and figure out what's going on.
They didn't though. They didn't though. That was the point. That was the whole point. Was the other person involved? They just literally dismissed it.
Well, maybe when they went over there and they said, hey, what's going on? And people went, he's going nuts and beating people up.
Did you hear the audio? He didn't beat anybody up. That's the whole point. I'm just saying he didn't. I know, but I'm just saying he didn't touch. They didn't touch anybody. Ezra didn't touch anybody. got into it with the guy who was playing darts right there, and literally in the video, Ezra says to the police, this guy was claiming to be a Nazi and was making all of these statements and threatening statements, and they just go, okay. And that's it. Like, totally dismissed everything. And Ezra thought that the police were there on their behalf, not that somebody else called the police at the time. So there was weird stuff going on there. But even then, people were like, Ezra got into an argument at a bar. He should go to prison, and the Flash movie should be canceled. Literally didn't touch a person, but got into an argument. Got a slap on the wrist. Literally got called in. Was there for 4 hours.
Are you
and
okay?
released.
There's something creepy happened with your door.
It's my dog.
Oh,
It's one of my
that was
dogs.
creepy. That was creepy.
I know that was weird, wasn't it? That was pretty creepy. But you know but that's the kind of stuff that it's like, yes, the police were involved a couple of times in a couple of weird things, but that was months ago, and people act like Ezra's on this rampage. Like, they were literally like, he's on a rampage across the country. The police don't know where he's at, and they're just wrecking havoc, which never happened. He's grooming people. He's, it came out that Ezra,
sex cult.
Yeah, like, it's just this weird stuff. And does nobody notice that the minute something positive comes out, all of a sudden something, like, somebody just can't take it, and like there's some other accusation or some weird thing?
That's like, the game. Like, as soon as Zaslav says we're happy with the Flash, then
that's what I'm saying. It's been quiet literally for how long? With there being no issues, no public anything.
Well, these are all things that happened around the similar time. All the stuff coming out, right?
Yeah, and I don't know what this. I don't know. I have no idea what this.
I'm gonna put you, Satan. This is your warning. I'm gonna put you in a timeout. You probably deserve it.
I have no idea what these new accusations and these charges are. I don't. I'm not going to speak on that because I don't know anything about those. That stuff. I don't know what Ezra did or didn't do, or what the police. Obviously the police had something to feel that they had a charge, but even that, it's like, okay, so we can talk about it, but all I'm asking, and you know what? Maybe I'm just this way because, look, the other media, they're going to do what they're going to do, right? But when I see my friends falling for this nonsense and reporting stuff and continuing the narrative, that's what ends up frustrating me about it. So.
Is someone playing a game? I hear some.
That's my Star Wars pinball machine in the back.
Darn you, Enosh! I got a visit to play that.
You do.
I don't even want to go anywhere else. I just want to go to your house and play pinball and confiscate some figures. The memes of destruction, $4.99. I appreciate it, memes. Anything you say, I will hate on. Anything you say, you're totally wrong. Don't harm children. Yeah, don't harm children. Thank you, memes. That sounds odd. Who's playing?
Nobody. It's waiting for me to shoot the ball.
Oh wow, that's
I stopped mid game. Dude, that thing's got stereo sound, dude.
Yeah.
It's got stereo sound. It's got bass. It's awesome.
Ezra stole some booze. Zzz.
Well, that's not really. Well, I mean, if you steal expensive wine, that's not really. Right?
Well, and the charge that was there, like, it has to be like, I think it was like $5,000.
Yeah, because it's felony burglary.
Yeah, so it has to be at least $5,000. So I understand that. I get that. Whatever that is.
Here's the thing.
As far as the children thing,
everyone's in a cult. Everyone's a groomer. Everything now. It's just like the
look,
same.
When it
like
comes to the children thing,
Yeah,
when it comes to the children thing, look, I got 3 kids of my own, man. If hot mics here. If I found out, the Guns N' Roses, there's 2 Guns N' Roses pinballs actually. There's a new one. There's a brand new one because the guy that I bought this one from has the new one, and he had the topper for the old one. The old one is pretty freaking awesome. No, I will just say this. And this is my point to people. Everybody who's just like, oh, hey, you're defending it. No, I'm not. If it comes out that Ezra did any of this, if like I keep trying to explain this to people, if I see that Ezra did these things, or that Ezra groomed Dakota, right? If that came out, right? If I saw that, listen, I'd be on a stream immediately. Trust me. The second if these things go to court, and Ezra is ever found guilty of something regarding children, okay, regarding some of these accusations that have been made against them, that are very, very, serious, I will fall all over myself to get to a computer to start a stream to absolutely publicly decry that.
Okay.
So for everybody who's like, well, no, I don't have an agenda when it comes to this.
That's a warning. Don't be saying like we don't know. There's accusations, but don't be saying stuff like that.
What?
Oh, in the chat.
Oh, I'm just saying. If that comes out that is true, you will see Enosh Fee do the biggest video ever on this stuff, and will publicly decry the guy, and will publicly say that. All I'm saying is I just hate to see my friends fall for just the rhetoric of it, and the TMZ reporting that it's like you see these people just like, you can tell that they're not even doing their own homework. They're just taking another article, and half the article is just another article with just literally a couple of blurbs.
That's true. That's the way the industry is right now. Yeah.
There's not even new articles hardly being written. It's mostly
don't
just.
Agree with him, Max, because that's how you read all your Geekosity articles. When we point that shit out, you get all mad.
That's true. That's true. Too.
Well, it's true. I mean, this stuff is it. You know what? This is the part of talking about movie news that I absolutely hate. Is scooper crap where people are trying to where people are trying to one up everybody else, right? And act like there's something that they're not.
I like that.
Or this kind of stuff where we act like we know what's going on with stuff before it even has a chance to even come to fruition. So I don't know. And I what was it? Brucifer asked where I'm at. I think earlier.
I don't know his
Poindexter Lounge. My name's not on the screen, so there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, Max don't put our names on the screen. He don't like us getting attention.
Apparently,
I don't.
It's all about him.
Do we want to talk other movie news while you're here, or we want to move on? Or I think you made your points.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I was playing my game. I was listening to your show, just enjoying your show, and
And
Justin, we're good, man.
I opened my mouth.
Justin, we're good. We're good. I just want you to know we're good. It's not you necessarily. I'm just
yeah. I feel like
Ezra Miller still in the Flash,
Pandora's box. I feel like I opened that door of just like you're like, all right, fuck this. I'm just gonna get on and just this is bothering the fuck out of me.
It is. I'll be honest with you. I'm just at that point with it. Honestly.
I feel like I triggered that, and it wasn't intentional at all.
Titanic's production took a wild turn due to some PCP later chowder. That's a weird.
Isn't that like an old article?
I don't know.
PCP laced chowder.
Yeah, I remember reading this.
Yeah, I remember seeing this. This is from years ago.
They brought it out again.
Oh yeah. Somebody was trying to get James Cameron because they fucking hated him, but ended up, and ended up
they
getting a lot of other people ill as a result, and
Wow.
I don't think they found out who it was.
Yeah, I don't think
but
anybody actually ever took responsibility for it or whatever. But
Why would you?
Right.
Unless you got
Well,
James
because you could
Cameron.
probably get in a lot of trouble.
Here it says we had fired a crew member the day before because they were creating trouble with the caterers. So we believe the poisoning was the idiot's plan to get back at the caterers, whom of course we promptly fired the next day. So it worked. Wow.
I guess so.
That's pretty weird.
You know what?
Oh, Galiot Productions,
Yeah.
$2. Mad respect to Enosh. Thank you, Galiot
Thank you, man.
Productions.
I appreciate it. Listen, I'm not trying to be an a-hole. I want to put that out there. I'm not trying to be an a-hole. You guys just don't understand. I think sometimes like it's a lot harder. Like Justin, you put it right. Like it's an uphill battle to stand for what you think is.
I didn't say
right.
that.
No, you said it. You said it's an uphill fight, like with this whole thing because of public opinion. Okay.
No one wants to hear your fantasy, Zeno.
But I've been down that route. I went down that route just being a DC fan for years. I've gone down that route when Jody's Corner came after me and Andy Signore came after me. It was an uphill fight. I was just this little guy with no, stance at all. That's how Max found me, and then with the Ray Fisher stuff that I went through, the same thing. So I'm no stranger to uphill fights, man.
Yeah, and people who just hate you no matter what, no matter how hard you try to justify it, no matter how hard that you try to justify your opinions, nothing will satisfy them.
Yeah.
I get it. I really do. I found my first hater in this chat. Even though they've yeah.
H Sports $5. Enosh, did you see the actress who played Sam on the iCarly interviews about being on the TYE show?
I think he meant the. I think that's a typo, Max.
The what show?
On the show, on the iCarly
On
show.
iCarly.
Oh, on the show. Okay.
No, I didn't. H Barts. H Barts loves iCarly, and so do I. I grew up. My kids grew up watching iCarly.
Didn't she go like crazy though?
Dude, I love iCarly. I've loved it.
And I've loved the revival. We have a T-shirt. We have a T-shirt over at Poindexter
really?
Lounge that's for spaghetti tacos.
Dude, I loved Drake and Josh. I loved iCarly. And when they got that reboot, I was so happy about it, but I was really disappointed in the lack of in the first season. They just all right, the episode ends.
Jeffrey Miller.
I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, Arwix,
what the fuck? Then they didn't do that. The second season, they improved upon it, and I was so happy.
Can I say something to Arwix?
Yeah, in a second. I want to get this super chat. Jeffrey Miller, $1.99. Thank you, Jeffrey. Matt, I think you mean Max. Ask Blue Jay to finish his quiz, please. Yeah, Blue Jay did a really fun thing. Blue Jay says he's going to work on another segment where we pick the box office. So what he does, Enosh, is he picks 3 old movies, and then people debate on which is the best box office. And it's somewhat surprising sometimes. Sometimes you think a movie was more successful than it was. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, absolutely, Jeffrey. I'll talk to Blue Jay. I do like that segment. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So Arwick says, I'll be honest, if we were going to talk about Ezra, I'm not comfortable with that he was speaking to a child and flying said person when they were 14 out to London for a premiere. If you actually look at that, Arwix, and I'm just going to tell you the facts on that, Ezra did not just fly Gibson or Takata, however you want to, she goes by both, so that pronoun is both ways. But did not just fly Gibson out there. Gibson was part of a group of Native Americans that Ezra was supporting regarding the pipeline, if you remember. And that's how Ezra met Gibson. And actually flew them all out, an entire group of people out to London for the premiere of Fantastic Beasts. That's what that was. And everybody who has been a part of it has come forward and said Ezra was never alone with Gibson, that there was never a time that Ezra was, it wasn't like Ezra just flew Gibson out there to be with them.
What about that one lady that came forward and said that he like got in the bed with her or something?
That's the same chick that has been back and forth and everything.
That's the same
I
unreliable person.
I interviewed. K-Dot's interviewed. She's all over the place. Like, she's the one who actually first accused Ezra.
She sounds like a stalker.
Yeah, she first accused Ezra of. She's the one who got a hold of Gibson's dad and told Gibson's dad that Ezra was supposedly grooming Gibson, but then took it back and then got mad about something else. But even they said, even she said that that never happened. That she never actually caught them in bed together or whatever, that she was mad at Ezra at the time, so she told Gibson's dad that.
We got a super chat from Zeno, $5. Thank you, Zeno XXL. Not only does Justin have a hater, he has a hater that watches his show every week.
There you
yes,
go.
And that hater would be Zeno. I love you, Zeno.
Wow, that was super sweet. And then Jeffrey Miller, $9.99, winning autocorrect. Damn, Max.
Now
we gotta find.
RJ's right.
We'll find a place to go forward with you and Jeffrey. We'll figure it out, Jeffrey. Justin's a good guy. Just a good guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
RJ's right about the Jeanette McCurdy stuff. Like, I haven't even heard.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, I haven't even heard her new thing. But it's been out there for a long time that Dan Schneider is a weirdo, and actually did stuff, and that's documented by everybody. Nobody has come forward to say, none of that. I mean, that's been documented. So.
And it was a mixture of her new book called "I'm Glad My Mom Died." I think is that a
really?
book? Like
is that a book? What kind of statement is that? It's there's a book called that, right? There must be somewhere called a book. My mom died.
No,
I
think it is. I think it is.
What the heck is that?
Officially a book.
Blue Jay $1.99 says my next quiz is fully finished.
Yeah, that's the name of the book, Justin.
That's an MME.
Yeah, okay, that is the name of the book.
That's just a funny thing to say.
Because her mom pimped her out to the Hollywood execs or something.
Not only that, but she was severely underpaid for the contributions that she had given to Nickelodeon, and that was so unfair.
No problem, Arwix. I just Arwix asked the question, and Arwix that's what we should be doing. Though we should be asking questions. And having a discussion about talking about that without accusation. So very good.
Yeah, and what I was saying was, not only did she have to play second fiddle to Miranda Cosgrove, which isn't a big deal, but also to Ariana Grande, and the way that she describes how they, the producers, being mostly Dan Schneider, would circumvent around Ariana Grande's schedule, but not hers. That's so unfair, and that absolutely sucks. Just to hear that from somebody that I really like. I really love Sam. I loved iCarly, and it sucks that Jeanette McCurdy was so disrespected like that. It's
hey Max,
It's
Max,
horrible.
have you ever had spaghetti tacos?
Honestly, that's my least favorite thing about you, Enosh, is that you keep pimping out this. It sounds disgusting to me.
Dude, spaghetti tacos are amazing. They came from the show iCarly. I've made them.
I didn't know it was actually from the. I know you talked about. I didn't know it was from
what
the
kind
show.
of shell does a spaghetti taco have? What kind of taco shell?
Well, it's just a hard taco shell. It's a hard taco shell.
It's got to be hard.
Yeah,
Real
it's gotta
We're
be
gonna
hard.
talk about
What I like to do, those taco shells that have the flat bottom to them.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So that's. What's
You
so
okay,
funny
Justin?
about that? What's
Flat
so funny
bottom,
about that?
Flat bottoms is funny.
It brings a lot of good memories. So
Okay,
go
H Barts
ahead.
will tell you, but no, you get one of those taco shells that have the flat bottoms to them because they're the big ones and they'll stand up, and then you just make spaghetti, like you normally would, and then you put the spaghetti in the taco shell, and then you take cheese and
there's an accusation here that you said Piscetti.
No, I said spaghetti.
No,
Spaghetti.
he said spaghetti.
Spaghetti tacos. But but then you take cheese and you melt it over the spaghetti. So I usually like to get like a nice Mexican blend or a Colby blend, and you put lots of cheese on top. I've got a video on the channel of how to make spaghetti tacos on my channel, Poindexter Lounge. You can look up Poindexter Lounge spaghetti tacos, and I show you how to make them, and they are delicious. My kid loves them. My kids love them. My family loves them. It was one of our favorite meals, man. Before I had my weight loss surgery, and I got, I stopped eating so much carbs and, pasta and stuff like that. That was one of our favorite meals, was to make spaghetti tacos, because it's delicious, man. They're absolutely delicious. They're absolutely delicious. Look, Landon came to me once when Landon was little. Landon came to me because we watched iCarly all the time, and they would always make spaghetti tacos on the show. And he said, "Dad, can we make spaghetti tacos?" There you go. Now that's a little different than what I make them, but I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. But I put a lot more cheese on mine. And so he said, "Dad, can we make spaghetti tacos?" And I was like, "Dude, I don't know. I've never made a spaghetti taco." And I thought the same thing you guys. I'm like, that can't be good, right?
What kind of taco sauce or what kind of spaghetti sauce are we talking? Like meaty?
I like Prego. I like meaty Prego. That
might work.
Yeah, it's meat sauce and stuff, and I always put like a lot of ground chuck in my spaghetti, so I have that, and so Landon said that, and I was like, you know what? Okay, we could try it, and I did it on a whim for him, right? And so I made all I did was I made spaghetti, and I put it in a taco shell, and we put some cheese on it. And he absolutely loved it, and I loved it, and I could get him to eat a meal without fighting me, as a little kid, because kids are always like that, when they're little, they want to fight you.
How's Little Sus doing? I haven't seen any updates from
Little Sus is good. Little Sus is good, man. Dude, that kid can drum like you wouldn't believe.
Oh wow!
And I mean, he's a monster, dude. He just learned Master of Puppets. And because he's a huge Stranger Things fan, and he comes up, he's like, "Dad, I'm gonna learn Master of Puppets." And so he's been learning that.
That makes me so excited, because
the kid
Stranger Things introduced a whole new generation.
Oh, but did you see? There's people trying to cancel Metallica.
I covered that on my channel, and
it's nonsense.
About what?
Nonsense.
It is nonsense.
They're saying that Metallica are racist because Axl Rose. Remember in the 90s, when Metallica and Guns N' Roses
that's not
toured.
the whole thing. I covered that on my channel just in.
But Axl Rose came out and said that it called Metallica racist because they said that Ice-T, remember his group?
Ice-T.
Body Count. Said that Metallica didn't want Body Count to go on tour with them, which is really weird because Body Count ended up going on tour with them. Plus, if you look at Metallica literally has a Lars Ulrich is what is he? He's a
dude.
No, but I mean his nationality. I just saw this thing today. Like his nationality was he Filipino?
No. Kirk Hammett is half Filipino, and then
Robert Trujillo is half Native American
at the time. He was not a member at the time.
No, but
he's half Mexican and half Native American. And to call that TikToker, who's a piece of shit, by the way, for trying to do that.
Yeah,
but to be fair, like they've also raised some decent points. Like I understand. When you're in isolation, you're bringing up all these things, and they've had a 65-part series, 65 parts.
I wanted to talk about
bands
Daredevil.
that they've or celebrities that they've
been overruled, Max.
Trying to, in
I
some
like
perspective,
Daredevil.
cancel them, or just to be like, hey, these are the things that are problematic about these people. And of course, they're going to get a lot of hate.
Daredevil 2003 is actually good.
I like it too, Max.
That's not...
I will die with you on that hill, Max.
The director's cut's better.
Yeah, the director's cut
not
better.
what we
Yeah,
were
director's
talking
cut
about, but okay.
I mean, I've been trying to talk about this for 20
Do you know
minutes.
that Nickelback did a soundtrack on that?
Yes, they
Okay.
did.
But
and there ain't nothing wrong with Nickelback either.
I know.
Well,
I don't know about
I
that.
don't like them.
There ain't,
I don't
listen,
like
listen.
them, but I
Y'all are a
don't
bunch
think-
of closet Nickelback fans because
No, no,
Nickelback.
no, I don't know
Yes,
there's-
you are. I don't believe
I never
it.
liked Nickelback. Never.
Nickelback. I don't believe.
I didn't
don't
say
believe
Dickel.
that. You said Dickleback.
I did not say
Dick,
Nickelback.
you did.
You said Dickleback.
I don't like Nickelback.
Listen,
No, but-
listen. All these people who
What
are
the
out here
hell?
hating on Nickelback, they're closet Nickelback fans, and I can guarantee you it is because Nickelback. There was one Halloween a couple years ago that I literally just glued a bunch of nickels onto the back of a T-shirt, and on the front it said, "I'm the #1 foreign selling band in America," because like at the time they were I don't know if they are now still, but they had outsold the Beatles, outsold
Daredevil even. No,
Rolling
we did
Stones.
do it, even
They had
as a
outsold
joke
like all these different
about
foreign bands because they're Canadian, and so the whole point of it was like, and it said I've outsold all these people. I'm the #1 foreign band. Why don't you like me? And then of course I had all these nickels on my back because I was Nickelback. But the thing is that dude, they've sold millions and millions of albums. And when anybody tells me that they're bad, tell me why they're bad. Why is Nickelback bad?
You know,
I'm not watching that
3
video. It's
Days
20
Grace
minutes.
easily could have been in
This-
that category.
This
What?
video, I was going to see how long this video is. 20 minutes. I'm not watching that.
Can anybody tell me why Nickelback is bad? Max?
It's basically the same song over and over. They're kind of cheesy. The way he
Isn't
sings is
that,
kind of grating
like,
on the
every
nerves.
Band though.
Okay, but like every other band at that time,
You can
I mean,
come
they're a
in here,
good band.
Saggy.
They're a
Saggy,
good
you can be in
band.
here.
They're a good band. They're
think,
very
and-
talented. They have like sonically, they sound great. Put on a pair of headphones, dude, and like listen to a Nickelback song. Sonically, they sound like the guitar tones are great.
I don't know. I just
It's a
prefer,
very unpopular opinion.
I know.
But you know what? I don't hate Nickelback.
Hey Jade, I'll take some
That's-
Pantera all
that's
day long
all-
too. I'll take Pantera all day
They
long.
were in
I
all
like
the
music.
old
I just like
hardcore.
music. I just like music.
I like Taylor Swift.
They were
Jade,
in all the old
we're gonna get
Marvel
along
movies.
just fine.
What did you
I
say,
think
CJ?
I said that to
They-
Jade before.
They were on all the Marvel movies, like Punisher.
Hey, Saggy,
Spider-Man,
how you
Saggy's in the
doing?
middle.
Fantastic Four.
Hey, Saggy,
What's
how's
up,
it going?
Saggy?
All right, she's not here now.
I
It's okay.
Do you like my thumbnail?
Awful. I hate
I
that.
thought we moved past that, man.
I brought the mustache.
Is this confirmation? Is this confirmation?
music.
Hold on. Is this confirmation that Ezra is now going to play Mario in a live action?
Honestly,
Oh my god, he does look like a young Mario, bruh.
I just want the Flash movie to come out.
It's the prequel. It's Mario the prequel.
And I want everyone to move
It's a
on
prequel.
amicably.
They're gonna CGI remove.
I
the
missed the
mustache.
conversation. I was
Dustin, it's
behind.
because
I was
Saggy
doing my
said
own
she,
stream.
No, Saggy was like wanting to give it in a conversation. She wants to give her 2 cents.
Well, I mean,
Saggy-
no. If you guys have
about
moved
music?
past it, I'm not gonna bring it back.
No, it's
About
all right. You can say
music, about
no. So Saggy,
Nickelback, or
say what you want to say about it, and if you have any thoughts there, about anything to add. I'm sorry I didn't catch your stream. Go check out.
Well, no, it's fine. I mean, I did a stream about it earlier, and when we were reading the article, I said it sounds like the first option that was like presented is the most likely one that's happening because we have
I agree with that.
We have Ezra being seen with that picture you showed at their parents' house. It has been said publicly now that Ezra has been in rehab and they are at their mom's
Oh, I
house.
didn't know that.
Yes.
And
Thank you
also,
for giving us that info. I didn't know that.
Also, there was mentioned because people had asked people close to Ezra, like, why hasn't anyone said anything? And the person said that they were going to say something in September, which is interesting that the court date for the felony charge is in September. So I think that this was all I think the felony charge was probably known ahead of time that it was coming. And I think that it's old information, because if somebody close to Ezra said they're not saying anything till September, then all of a sudden we find out that the incident happened in May, and we're now just hearing about it, and the arraignment is in September. I'm thinking that they already had known that this was all gonna go down. I think everything that happened was pre they already knew.
Maybe this is even WB Discovery working with the media, saying we're taking this seriously, giving you all these options, and then when Ezra finally comes out and says something, or they give an announcement, they're saying, "Oh, we're obviously went with option 1, working on things." You know, maybe
Right.
there's
working on things, Max.
What?
Well,
Did you
so
say
here's the thing.
twerking on things?
Working.
It
I
did-
didn't say
it did
twerk.
sound-
Why
it
is
did sound like
everyone?
twerking.
Why is everyone saying different things with my words?
So,
I did
so
not
Max,
You're
keep working.
slurring your words because you're so tired.
Right. So Max, here's another thing I will say, because I also brought this up, but I don't think people peep this, but like, you would think that Zaslav, who is kind of apprehending a company with all the problems, that Zaslav knew that Ezra had some controversy, and Zaslav knew that when they took on the company. You would think that Zaslav would have probably tried to handle that way prior to everything happening, and now you're hearing reports that all the people on the WBD board wants Ezra out, but Zaslav is the only one who's saying no. Zaslav, being the person who runs the company, saying no, I still want Ezra around, means that something Zaslav, they've been dealing with this for a while. There has been investigations, I guarantee. They've been investigating all of this stuff, and that's probably another reason why they haven't said anything publicly yet, because they're still investigating all the people, all the articles, all the information coming from all the sides. They
And it's a
definitely
shit
are on
show.
top
To
of it.
get to the bottom,
It is a
you
shit.
really have
Yeah,
to-
it's a shit show. But people sitting there acting like nothing's getting done. It's like nothing's publicly being said. That doesn't mean nothing's getting done. Like Ezra is clearly trying to do what WB has advised them to do, which is why they're in rehab, which is why they're at their mother's house, which is why they're staying silent. They are doing what WB said. Hey, we're gonna handle this.
I'm down, Watcher.
I do want to say this: if Ezra is getting help, in my opinion, I think that Ezra would have to be quiet under advisement from Warner Brothers and potential lawyers, especially if there's some legal activity. It's this is where social media gets so like intense, is when someone accuses someone of something, they stay silent. There might be they might be advised to stay silent until they get counseling, working with the studios, and getting help. So we don't know. I'm not saying that is the case. That's my opinion. That could also be a factor.
When anything legal happens, right? Like, so when arrests start happening with the stuff in Hawaii, when anything legal is happening, yes, lawyers are gonna say, don't say nothing, keep your mouth shut,
right,
stay silent. You have the right. You have the right to remain silent. So
I
that
take
is
the
what
fifth.
they're doing. Right, like they're staying silent. So Ezra can't speak because legally they're told not to, which is a smart thing for them to do, while WBD or the lawyers handle all this stuff.
I hope things are getting handled right. Yeah.
I mean,
I just shared with you,
like,
Max. Max, I just shared with you the thing. If you want to pull that up.
Sure. First, I do want to get to Ryan's super chat. Ryan, hashtag believe in the plan. DC Studios Cinematics, $2. As a man, Nickelback is what start my love for rock. Awesome, Ryan. I apologize that I was
a black man. I think he's saying as a black man.
Oh, as a black man?
Black-hearted man.
Black-hearted.
Oh, black-hearted man. Okay.
As a black man, where did you get black man from a black heart?
Cancel Enosh.
Well, Max,
just kidding.
Before we cancel Enosh, I'm gonna take off. It's been fun.
Oh, thank you, Tony.
No,
hey, Tony, I
Tony,
think I got my Evercade cart. I got a package.
Awesome.
So thank you so much. I'm gonna plan on
Tony,
doing a
don't
review.
leave me, Tony.
It's 10:30. I gotta go.
Oh God,
Look
stop
at
being
this.
Oh, you gotta work. Never mind.
Yeah, I gotta be up at 4 a.m.
Ooh,
God
wow.
damn, you got an early ass job. Ooh, Lord, God bless
We'll see you next
I'll
month,
hit you,
Tony.
I'll hit you up later, Tony.
Yeah. See you next month.
See you, man.
Sorry I yelled at you, Enosh.
You're good. You're good. We're good. We're good.
I see this post from
Tony's yelled at
Axel.
me before, and I've yelled at Tony. It's okay. It
Hey,
happens.
look,
Tony
you know
gets-
what? No, you know what? It's all good, man. I don't stay mad at nobody. I just want to
As
come
long
and
as
speak
no
my
one's
piece.
mad at me.
No, I just wanted to
No
come and
one's mad
speak
at
my
me, are
piece.
they?
That's all.
It's all
That's
Justin's fault anyway. So
It is. It's all Justin's fault. I just wanted to come and speak my piece. That's all.
Is
I wanted
it?
to do.
all right,
like
take it
it
easy,
is.
guys.
All
Bye,
right.
Tony.
Yeah, no. I shared with you the thing about
Sure.
If you want to
Sag, you know, Ethan came on my stream again today.
Why are you guys friends all of a sudden?
He asked for the link. I'm like, okay.
So
why
you
do
can see
guys
here-
friends with Ethan Van Sciver?
He said he might send me Cyberfrog for review.
So I'll show you a couple of things here. So this came out from Flash Film News, which I can verify. These guys are absolutely on the spot. They have inside information. I can tell you that much.
I agree too. Yeah.
With what I know, we got Saggy here to verify it. Saggy's kind of been brought in on some things, and Saggy has pieced a lot of stuff together that she didn't even know before too. Because there have been things that I've known, and so this is absolutely true. But
before that, Ryan, you were right about Ryan. It means black man.
Oh.
Okay.
So Saggy was trying to.
So I guess I'm not canceled then. Am I not canceled then?
Which
would be the first time I try to cancel Edosh.
Okay.
Ha
ha. Okay. So here's Ezra's being accused of burglary after a friend returned home to discover several bottles of alcohol were missing on May 1st. Miller is supposed to appear in court for the case on September 26th. We can confirm the actor has been receiving treatment in rehab since July. Okay. And then this is what I keep trying to point out as well, and that's this one. To be clear, this is true. Ezra Miller was not arrested for burglary. They were issued a citation. No one was taken into custody. No one was arrested. Like, everybody's like, he's arrested. They're arrested. You know, there's a court date. That's it. Like, I'm not saying they're innocent. I don't know what happened there. But you can see here, Miller ultimately was located on 8/7 at approximately 23 hours and issued a citation to appear in Vermont Superior Court, Bennington Criminal Division. Right? So, like, that's what I'm talking about. That's like language matters. You know what I mean? Like, language matters when we're talking about this stuff. And so when we say, like, they're arrested or the police are looking for them or whatever, it's very important that we use, or charged or whatever. It's important that we use the correct language because it perpetrates these feelings towards Ezra. And the reason why Ezra is losing in the court of public opinion right now is simply because of these types of things that have been said over and over and over again and paint a picture, you know. That's all. So
right.
Anyways.
And I also want to point out too that there was a court date July 12th that was for the protection order for the young lady who allegedly is being groomed, and the parents who actually filed that court order have been very silenced since that date. And we are now a month ago, like it's been a month, and no one has said anything. So that's very telling. They've been very vocal on Twitter about how much Ezra is a bad person, but there was a court date that happened that they haven't addressed, and it clearly seems like they didn't do well during that court date.
It would appear that way because Gibson is not with them.
Correct.
Gibson is not under their protection and under their supervision, and so that should tell you something.
Correct.
Yeah.
I like Saggy. Sometimes I feel like I'm on an island. Sometimes, like of clarity, like surrounded by an ocean.
Clarity?
No, I feel like sometimes. No, and Saggy's there with me. I feel like sometimes Saggy and I are like on this island of clarity and just rationality, and we see things, and there's all these things are out there, like Saggy just said, like everybody reported the accusations against Ezra leading up to that court case, right? Everybody reported that Ezra was supposedly grooming Gibson.
Well, that's overused all over the internet.
Right. But wasn't that like even like overly reported, right? Oh, Ezra Miller, and some people were literally, they would leave out the part reportedly. It was Ezra Miller has been grooming, this girl for however long, right? But then the court date came and passed, and the whole point of the court date was they wanted to have custody of Gibson. If they had won, they would have custody of Gibson. Gibson is not in their custody. But nobody's reporting on the fact that more than likely they
Oh
lost.
well, we just got to a good place, and Matt gets in. Oh boy, we don't have time for that, Matt. Hey, CJH.
I think what's destroyed the DCEU is nonsense regarding DC in general, and then everything just being just over exaggerated. But anyways, I'm gonna get going.
Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna go finish my my pinball
Spaghetti
game.
tacos?
Hey, Max, when
Yeah.
are we going to do our stream so I can open up my Hot Toys?
Want to do Saturday night on To the Max?
Maybe.
Because Brian said he might not be able to make it Saturday anyways. Might be on a trip.
I've got an event. I've got an event, but I think that event ends at 5 my time, so I should probably be able to do that.
I just want to say, guys, if you're really curious, I can confirm Matt Jarbo has a micro penis. I have the pictures to prove it.
Oh wow. Who wants to see that?
Expose Matt Jarbo's micro penis.
Before you go, Enosh, what do you think of this list I made of what should have happened with the DCU?
Hold on a second. Let me pull it up here so I can see.
I'm just kidding, Jarbo. I'm sorry. I had to say it.
How I would have done this, and this would have been more okay for the public and made people accept BVS. Man of Steel, Batman, Man of Steel 2, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Maybe. I don't know. Look, there's still people who are, they're mad at BVS. They're always going to be mad at BVS. I don't know, man. BVS to me is a great movie. I love BVS, so I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, I mean, I get it. There's people who wish that, there would have been a Batman movie and a Man of Steel 2. I understand it. I get it. I do get it. I get it. I get the idea of wanting that. And CJH, I don't have a problem with this list. I don't have a problem necessarily with like how this could have worked.
What the hell is this, Senior Nerd? I don't think so. I think Saggy's.
No. Saggy's is much bigger.
I would hope his is bigger than mine. What the hell kind of comments is that? I would hope Matt's penis is bigger than mine.
We gotta be
I doubt
appropriate to the ladies, Senior Nerd. What the hell was that? Woo!
All right.
Okay.
Well, I do have to go. Hey, good to see you, Matt.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
I'm not leaving because of you. I just
No, I know.
I gotta get going.
No, I literally just got home from driving, so it was a slow night. So I got home early.
Oh boy,
That's
here we
cool.
go.
Hey,
The war that was meant to come down. Me and
No,
Matt
and
Jarbo.
Saggy, my penis is of average size. Thank you. It's functional. It's produced children.
Look at that guy.
Cool.
Well, I mean, that doesn't prove anything that you have children. It doesn't mean it's not micro. What does that prove?
I mean,
It can
I
still
guess
produce
I guess
cum.
on that front, no. I mean, technically speaking, you're gonna have to take my word for it.
I will because I don't want to know. I think Justin did leave. Justin, where'd you go?
He doesn't like thinking about my penis.
It's the
Nobody does.
future. It's the future of DC films right there.
I hope
Enosh,
it is.
Hold on, Enosh, before you go, I watched somebody post. I think Caden posted the video, which we were kind of just like, damn, that I think it was Jimbo. But do you think that The Rock isn't really accurately portraying Black Adam?
What do you mean?
Like somebody made a video where they're like, Rock is apparently a fan. He's wanted to do this for years, but he didn't even like try to look more like the part by like maybe adding hair or the pointy ears or even the Egyptian accent. Do you think that that's
Well, let's
fair?
see. We got two different figures that are next to each other, both McFarlane figures. Let's take a look, shall we? So that.
I mean, he could have tried to at least look more like the Black Adam.
Could have had hair. Let's see. Let's take a look at the back here. Oops. So let me get this closer. So that's Black Adam right there from some stuff. And then, yeah, I mean, yeah, no pointy ears is one thing. No hair. I mean, the hairline is a very famous thing regarding Black Adam. So no, I get it. I've always said though that The Rock was a great choice to play Black Adam. You know, I don't know. I mean, maybe he could have done more to kind of look like Black Adam. I guess.
You would think, considering The Rock's big breakout role was the Scorpion King, which was an Egyptian film, he would do the accent. He didn't even do it in that movie.
So like this.
I doubt that The Rock is capable
looks
of
good.
much of those things. So you know,
I'm just saying, his big
He was
breakthrough movie.
he
was
can
Scorpion
act.
King.
He's got range. He can definitely act. He just chooses not to. I mean that. Like, I mean that. If you go look at like some of his earlier stuff, like Walking Tall, Southland Tales, Gridiron Gang. I mean, like, he can do different things. You know, he has range.
Wait, hold on. Jose, did you say imagine The Rock and fake hair though? You do know The Rock had hair. He had hair when he was wrestling.
I don't know if he's capable of growing it anymore though. He's been shaving it for so long.
I don't know if it's because he's bald because of that. It could just been his hairline was receding, and most men when their hair starts receding, they just shave it bald. They're just like, screw it.
Well, he's in his 50s.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's no Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's too old really to be playing Black Adam.
Damn.
Is this accurate? After shoving Batgirl, WBD's Mike DeLuca and Abby are entertaining the possibility of having Leslie Grace continue to play Batgirl on a future DC film. It says Variety. I didn't research this yet. Anyone hear that?
Yeah, I saw that pop up.
Yeah.
There's an article
That's
today
great.
that talks about it.
That's awesome.
But would you want to? I wouldn't if I was Leslie Grace.
Well, if she wants to, and they wanted to entertain that, and it was really just the quality of the film, but they like her, and that it's been consistent that they said the screenings were people liked her. It just was.
Man, I don't know. The way I view it is, it's a loss of 7 months of her time.
True.
It doesn't matter if she's been paid. Okay, it's 7 months of time.
I mean,
That's
it
just the
kinda does matter
production.
if she was paid, though.
No, well, no. Being paid is a job, but it's still being your time. It's the only resource you can't get more of.
Yeah,
You know?
but a lot of people do projects and stuff that don't ever see the light of day. I mean, that's a common thing. Yeah, I understand the scope of this, right? That it's $100 million movie. I get that, but the reality is that all kinds of people work on projects every day that you know are going to be their big break, or they're going to be their big thing, and you know whatever world they're in that they do that project in, that just it gets canned for whatever reason, or they go in a different direction or whatever. I get it. It sucks. It absolutely sucks for the artist, but I don't know that it's what.
I has a question because it's important
I
because
gotta get going.
even though they get paid, is it like if they release the movie, don't they get paid more depending on how it does perform?
Or so should be back end stuff, yeah.
Well, there's no real back end on streaming. That's kind of
I mean, we don't know what the arrangements are that, because obviously there's been some deals have been made. I mean, I guess it just depends upon how they view advertisement and stuff. Like on some of those, because some of those, not everybody has the full paid version of those things. So there is advertisement on some of that stuff. So maybe there are back end deals.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if they could make more money with the release of it, then that would definitely be more sucky too. Because it's like, now you can't get extra money.
You can't get the money on top of the money.
On top of the money. Shut up, Matt.
On top of the money.
Wait, what?
I said, shut up, Matt.
What? I didn't say anything.
That was
I was shutting you up before you said something.
Well, Reyes says, I feel, and welcome back again, Rhea. I feel for Leslie Grace just like I did for Ava DuVernay with New Gods. Time and labor are more valuable than money paid for it. And that I could see that for sure.
I get that to a point, but this is everybody likes to talk.
Investment.
Everybody though likes to talk about. Everybody uses that same term of it's not show friends, it's show business. I think we got to stop attaching like emotional attachment to something that literally just is like the job. It is going. Yes, I get it. It's time. It's somebody's work. But that's what it is. It's somebody's work. And like I see a lot of people just attaching a lot of emotional things to this, and I'm sure that there are emotions, because in the moment it's going to suck, right? In the moment it's going to suck, but there's been things that have been canceled before you know, that we're on larger scope. Look at even the Justice League Mortal project, which was literally a day away from filming, or a couple days away from filming, and got shut down. You know, I mean, so things do happen that were big emotional things. But in the longer scope, it's like people go on, they get another job, they do another movie. And
well, wait.
Hopefully, she gets another chance to play Batgirl. I hope she gets a chance to play Batgirl. If she was good,
let me shoot this at you.
Shoot it at me,
Enosh.
girl.
I'm gonna shoot it at you, right? Because you're
aim it right at me, girl.
Because you're a musician, right? You're an artist. You make music. So now, how would you feel if I paid you to make an album, and then no one hears it?
I've done it without getting paid.
Right, but it sucks because you're an artist. You want people to see
it. Did
I've
shared over the last couple of weeks. I was contracted to be a part of a huge project that was for a one of the big three automakers. Okay, it was them and it was like a quality control kind of project or whatever that involved acting. It involved voiceover. There were these things. Some of it was animation. That basically they were doing these training seminar things for workers, and it talked about it had these different aspects of it. Some of it was like things that you can and can't ask in a interviewing process, or things that had to do with safety and things like that. And so it was on a multi-scale. Some of it was like a narrator who was talking. Some of it was they literally had animation that we had to do voiceover work for. We also had to do not only that, but some of it was supposed to be puppets that we were working together with a puppet company that was going to be doing the puppetry, and I was providing the voices of one of the puppets, and so I was recording the voiceover tracks for those and the animation, and there were songs. I literally still have the songs on my hard drive of these songs that we recorded. There's one that was it was silly thing. It was like, you can't ask that. It was about what you can and can't ask in a, like I said, in a interview, right? And so we did this whole thing, man. And like, I spent months working on this thing with a friend of mine who got me involved in it. And this was going to be a big break for me because I was really pursuing heavily voiceover work and acting. And this was going to be a huge thing on my resume to be able to say, look, I did this for this particular company. And we got almost done with it, and they said, no, we're not going to do this anymore. We're going to simplify the whole thing. We're just going to make it a training seminar thing, and we're not going to go out. And we were like, whoa, wait a second. I just spent months recording things, learning songs, performing songs, recording songs, singing, working, and it's not, this was before it was easy to do this. Now we can, work, I can be here, you can be there, and we can do this. I mean, we were having to ship files when it wasn't so quick to ship files, and really hard to do. We put a lot of work into it, and it never saw the light of day. Never.
Right, and that's sad.
And I got paid zero because it was on delivery. And we were all supposed to get paid on the back end of it. And it was just a, hey, sorry. And you know what? It sucked at the time. And it does, but you move on.
I mean, I get that, but it's still something you could be a little upset about. Like, you have every right.
I'm not
to
saying you
feel
can't.
something.
I'm not saying you can't be upset about it. I'm not saying that at all. And like I said, my heart goes out to the people involved and the people who were there. But I think that we as fans, we're putting a little bit more emotion into it maybe than the workers are. You know what I mean? I'm sure that they're upset, but they're going to move on. They're in this business, and they got paid for what they did, and I think that they'll move on and they'll do that. Now, who knows? We may see something one day that like they were just like devastated or destroyed about it, but I don't think that. I think that they are disappointed. I'm sure that they're very upset. I'm sure Leslie is very upset because this was her movie and her chance to do this. I'm sure, if anything, this is probably frustrating as all get up for Michael Keaton. because Michael Keaton, coming back, and this was a big deal for Michael Keaton's return, and he was supposed to be an Aquaman, and now he's not an Aquaman, and then the week after this gets canceled, so it's kind of like, well, what's the point, right? And God only knows what's going to happen with the Flash. If the Flash ends up getting canceled, there's a whole lot of hoopla for Michael Keaton coming back for nothing, right?
Yeah.
So that's a whole other
I
discussion.
am sad that I won't get to see that.
But yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
the
Like,
Flash.
it's not like we're dwelling on it, guys. It's more like it's still just sad.
It's a
Like I said,
conversation. It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. I think in the long run, though, I think that if it doesn't fit the narrative of where they're going with the characters, and maybe this movie just didn't fit that, and it just wasn't up to standards for where they wanted to take the movie in the long run, and obviously some things changed. Some elements of the film changed. Or the story overall with what DC is doing changed. I guess this is the way I've been saying it. As much as it sucks, I'm kind of glad that somebody had the guts to stand up and go, hey, if this movie is really that bad, let's not release it. If we could go back and not release Catwoman, would you do it? Don't you wish somebody at WB was sitting around going, hey guys,
I don't know.
This is really, really bad. This is going to damage the career of an Oscar award-winning black woman. Maybe we shouldn't do this and tarnish.
We got to get the H-Bart super check because he says Danny McBride's. A few days ago, we watched Righteous Gemstones, and my parents were like,
Great
Jesse, aka Danny McBride, is Enosh's twin.
I get that a
LOL.
lot. I
I didn't see Righteous Gemstones.
It's a good show. Look, I love it, and it's all about. It's sad.
Saggy? Can you tell Isaac to leave me alone? He's really calling me Tubby a lot. I really gotta. I'm
Oh, it's Isaac. I didn't know. Well, I was gonna say because I know Enosh has to go, but I was gonna say real quick.
I just say to Rodney real quick. That's the comparison. Catwoman, because Catwoman was awful, and not only Catwoman, but there's other movies that I think in DC's. I play a clip on the Poindexter Lounge of Arnold Schwarzenegger saying that Batman and Robin was the best written movie he had ever worked on, and that it was Shakespearean in scope, and that it was the most well-written movie he had ever worked on. Don't you wish that somebody at WB had looked at that nonsense and gone, we shouldn't do this? Because it almost nearly killed the Batman franchise. It did kill it for several years until Batman Begins came along, right? I'm actually okay with them looking at it and going, we don't want to release this, because if we release it from what they said, and that's all I can go on. Look, we could be sitting here 4 years from now with the new WBD universe, and it could suck worse, and we could all be saying, oh my gosh, this is much worse. All I think is that for now, if I'm just listening to what they say, and they say that that's the case, that this movie was that bad, I'm glad
that's
they took the
thing that makes me a little angry. It's because ever since I met you guys, I've literally been saying I would love to see DC take some risks and start introducing some characters on the big screen that they have yet to really do. And even though I wasn't generally interested in Batgirl, I still applauded them for at least attempting to do something new that was outside the sphere of Superman and Batman's boots, right? Underneath their boots. I wanted them to rise and do new things. Even if Catwoman was pretty bad as far as a Catwoman movie, but
it's literally heralded as one of the worst movies of all time.
Right, but still, it's some people surprisingly enjoyed it, but at least they took the risk. And here's the thing, like you said, yeah, it might have at that time maybe made people be like, oh, what the hell are they doing? This is awful. But people, like you said, they move on, they bounce back. Halle Berry I don't think it completely killed her career, and I have to agree with the chat. I think some of the other projects she was part of kind of contributed to that, and maybe Catwoman was just the straw on the camel's back. But I do feel like Batgirl, even if it wasn't that great, I still would have loved to see it get some air, to see there might have been people who would have enjoyed it, but now we'll never know. And that's why I was upset. I'm they finally were going to take a risk and do something different.
I hear you, but Catwoman was a standalone film as well.
I'm glad this exists.
Oh, of course you.
dude, but not on a film level. Listen, and Catwoman was something that stood alone on its own, right? It was either going to succeed or fail on its own, right? the thing with the Batgirl movie is that it was part of a larger universe, and if it doesn't fit in with the larger universe, and it's going to tarnish the other movies, DC has a bad enough case already of an upward battle trying to earn fans. I mean, DC is a joke. DC is literally the punchline of a joke to most fans. And they don't need that going forward. And the new regime is just saying, listen, we didn't put this movie into place. Like, and we tried to give it a chance, but then looking at it, it wasn't working.
I'm gonna rewatch Catwoman.
By the way,
There you
I was gonna say, for the record, I did.
With your
I
pants
did
on,
enjoy-
Max.
I did like
They're off
Catwoman,
now.
but
They're
I can
already
still acknowledge how bad it was for a Catwoman film. I liked it. It was like it's like one of those guilty pleasures. It's so bad I just couldn't stop watching it.
No,
Plus, it's
Batman
got
and Robin
Batman.
for me is a guilty pleasure. This right here, I can't. I've tried so many times, man.
You know
like,
why I think this
it's
fails?
so
'Cause
bad.
I
It's
think
so
they
bad.
try to like bring back like the Eartha Kitt version of Catwoman, and they just like no, we're like we need a black woman like Eartha Kitt, like we need to bring that back, and it just didn't work with Halle.
I mean, I like the costume.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
nothing
the
wrong with
sad
that.
thing is Halle Berry is
Halle
just
Berry's
so
gorgeous.
beautiful. They could have really done something really good. A missed opportunity.
But
Well,
listen, you could watch the porn parody though, and it's not going to affect the
what? I had
DC
no idea it
universe.
exists.
You still get to see a beautiful woman in a scantily clad outfit and probably more, but it's not going to hurt the DC universe where this kind of stuff hurts the DC universe.
Rhea likes the costume. It's boss.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the costume, but I'm just saying you didn't need this to just get your fix on a sexy Catwoman outfit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, literally just search the internet for sexy Catwoman outfit, and you're going to find something. You don't need a whole movie that sucks for it.
Michelle Pfeiffer's
Tell you more about that.
better. Michelle Pfeiffer's
Yeah,
costume better.
Michelle Pfeiffer was hotter. Anyways, I got to go.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Love y'all.
I thought
See you
this
later.
was Miss
Bye.
Geeky here putting that on the screen. I'm sorry.
All right. No, you're good. You're good. All right. Bye.
All right,
I think I'm more. Hold on here. I have to Google this Catwoman.
Oh, you didn't know about it?
Parody. There's a few of them. Hold on, let me
Which
see
one,
here.
Enoch? You can't just say that and leave.
Okay, there's quite a few that are here on the P Hub.
Well, come on, Kavari. CJ was saying it too. Greg Berlanti to head DC Studios?
No, Berlanti ain't gonna do it.
I don't hate Berlanti. I just don't see it. Like, that was from comicbook.com.
By the way, I just want to say, Max, with me and Matt here, we're supposed to have our fight.
What,
Oh, yeah.
What are we
Go
fighting
ahead.
over?
Micro. Go ahead, Micro.
We're supposed to be fighting over Ezra.
Oh, I thought you were fighting over the size. Because that's what
Wait,
brought
what?
him here. You called him Micro Bean and went in the chat, and then he got on the stream. I thought that's what it was about.
That was not what it was about. He came here for the talk.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's why.
I'm
you
just
came.
kidding. I'm just kidding. We're not fighting. Me and Matt aren't really fighting. I told
mean,
Matt, I was like, I don't
we
want to
could be.
debate Matt. No, I don't want to fight with you. I
No,
don't wanna
Saggy
debate
doesn't
with
want to. She's like, Matt brings facts, and I can't handle that. That's basically. what she said.
That's not what I said. I just said you're good
That's-
with words and you probably jumble me, so I can't debate you.
I'm pretty good at that. Yeah.
I pick and choose my battles. Matt is not what I want to pick.
Oh,
He'll be
wow.
like,
I'm really pissed off. Hans.
oh my god!
Listen,
How do
Hans,
I
I
go over
intended the earlier stream also to be Rings of Power. It just got away from me. And then Matt debated EVS again.
God, that was a jeez. Jeez.
What you want to debate again? Let's go. Let's debate. What you want? What you got? What you got?
Not the politics, please.
I mean, well, have you got? Well, because I mean, look, the Ezra thing is big news. Like that is big news.
Yeah.
Like Hans, love you, buddy. You can get all the mad you want about that, but it's true.
I
It
try
is
to cover it as little as possible.
It is the big news of the day, and not even of the day. It's probably the biggest entertainment-based story of the year because it's been ongoing. And I know I said that Ezra effectively killed the DCEU, but I'm not wrong. This shit with Ezra back when it started at the beginning of the year, that is why they moved Aquaman. That's why they moved Shazam, why they moved Black Adam. Remember what they were going to have. It was the Batman, then Black Adam, then Shazam, then Aquaman.
I don't know why it's better to have this along with us talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever the order of it was like the Flash was supposed to come out before Aquaman, I think. And that's what it was. And then they moved it back because of the Ezra Miller controversy. And now they don't know how to handle it.
I can't disagree with Matt on that one because all that stuff did happen after the first wave of news about Ezra came out. So I think they did have to kind of postpone some things just because they didn't know what they were going to do with the situation with Ezra.
And Zaslav had just come on too. So like he's inheriting this mess.
Well, did you hear what we said earlier about that?
No.
So there's like no way that Zaslav wasn't aware of this stuff. And if it's true about those boardroom meetings where everybody's like, Ezra's got to go, and Zaslav's like, no, that Zaslav clearly was aware of all this stuff and probably knows a little bit more about what's going on, which is probably why he's kind of hesitant to do something right off the bat.
Yeah. Well, no, the thing is, like, I think it's like the decision to shit can Batgirl is one that I think was easier to make than going after the Flash, right?
Yeah.
So, because you're like, should I really go after this movie? You know, like it's a $200 million movie. It's clearly going to cost more than $200 million by the time they get it to screen. Are they even at this point going to be able to market the movie without Ezra Miller? How do you market the movie unless Michael Keaton is your main guy? But if Keaton's already been cut out of Batgirl and Aquaman, would Keaton even give a shit? You know what I mean? Like, he's like, I don't care. Like, this is, they kind of told me this is what's going to happen. I came back for it. You know, like, I wanted to do it again.
Well, I was going to say, the thing that worries me is, okay, so it seems to me from what I know and from what's being publicly mentioned about the three possibilities of what could be happening with the Flash, it seems like they're going with option one, because that's actually what's happening right now with Ezra. There's actual proof. Yeah, there's actual proof that they're going with option one. Now, the thing that bothers me with option one, though, is press release, because I think no matter what happens, whether it turns out Ezra is innocent or there's some misunderstandings with all these allegations and charges, even with all that coming out as false and Ezra did nothing wrong, at this point, would it be safe for Ezra to be doing these promotions? Because I think the public opinion is not going to care at this point. They're still going to assume false and say, no, you guys are covering and protecting Ezra and they're guilty. I don't think it's a smart move to have Ezra do any press for the film. What do you think, Matt?
Well, Ezra didn't do any press for Fantastic Beasts either. So now, right. but apparently part of that was also Ezra wasn't contracted to do any press, which doesn't really make a lot of sense in my mind. But back during Fantastic Beasts, but this is your main character. This is the guy who's in the person who is in 95% of the movie.
Oh, sorry, Brian. Shout out to Brian, Master of None. Got hacked. His account got hacked.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, a couple days ago. Hot sauce for dinner. I was gonna try to send him like $20 or something, but he's like, I can't even get PayPal right now. That sucks, jackass.
Yeah. That's tough.
That part, that's pretty shitty. I mean, you're FDIC insured, right? Like, because that helps you get the money back.
It's okay, Brian. We got an Uber Eats driver here. He'll just drive you some food.
Yeah, because that's how this works.
It is how this works.
Well, I mean, like you got to. Well, I guess you got to pay for it though.
All right.
I mean, like,
you can tell Max is tired and bored.
It's not that I don't want. It's not that I wouldn't bring Brian food. It's just that. I can't.
Well, you changed your thumbnail.
I did change my thumbnail.
Oh, I like the other one better. Well, this is good too.
What? No, the other one was. That's a better thumbnail.
You guys and your friggin' this topic.
Oh, I forgot to thumbs it up. Thumbs up is video.
It's a better thumbnail. And then I have a sexier title.
Chaos.
I just want to say I had no interest in the Flash whatsoever or Ezra until this stuff happened. I'm like, now I have to see this movie. If I don't see this movie, I'm gonna literally die inside. Dude, I hate
like
that
Flash.
mustache.
I love
Why
it with
he-
a mustache.
Why he
but-
look pretty with a mustache, bro? I don't understand.
Ezra looks sexy with that mustache. I'm comfortable with my sexuality. He looks good there, or they look good. I'm sorry. Damn it. Fuck.
I do that too all the time. It's just people call it's just
They look good there.
the mustache is killing me.
They look healthy, and this, I was happy to see that.
Listen, I just want the friggin' truth to come out. I want these allegations to stop. I want to know what the F is going on, and I want to know why. I mean, I hope if anything that Ezra can take out of this whole situation is like, please stop opening yourself up to people. Please stop thinking that normal people are not going to take advantage of you or not going to smear you when they don't get their way. Please stop assuming that people are good at heart. Just because somebody's nice to you, because you're a celebrity, that means, you have to look at yourself as a celebrity, my person. Like, you have to realize that you are not a normal person anymore. When you become a celebrity, you start doing movies and TV shows, you are not a normal person. You have to be very picky and choosy who you allow in your inner circle. And that's what I hope Ezra takes out of this, that like, I know it sucks if this is all a smear campaign, right? I do feel it is, but if that's the case, please choose your inner circle better. Please do not make the same mistake again. And don't get into bar fights unless Matt Jarble's there. Then you can get into bar fights with Matt Jarble.
Well, I'm pretty much going to go live until Matt does, and I'll probably pop over to Matt's. Thank you, Z Legion 95 $2. Cancel the Flash, bring back Batgirl. Some people feel this way, I don't want anything canceled. I want it all.
Batgirl can't reset the DCU. The Flash can. That's why the Flash is very important to their plan, because the Flash was meant to reset everything and start a new universe with this company, with WBD. That's what the Flash's point was to do, is reset things to have other stories to tell. That is why, I'm sorry guys, I know you want to cancel, but it can't be canceled unless they come up with another way of redoing the whole plan.
Do I miss Sylvie?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
know. I remember those images you were sharing. I'm just doing like weird.
Okay, that sounds creepy as hell. It's that she posted it on her Twitter of how the costume designer had allowed her to breastfeed her baby, and like she posted the image of the costume, and I was just
doesn't sound better when you're explaining it. Doesn't.
Well, no, she's fully clothed. But you're like, when you're sharing this picture, like I respect what they were able to do with the costume.
Yes. You respected the engineering of the costume for quick.
I'm a man of culture and taste, Max. I like fashion.
Tatiana's Maslany.
What is a Jan 6 people? Somebody said I sound like a Jan 6 people. What the hell is that?
January 6th.
Oh my god! I have such a crush on Jamil. Oh my! I gotta. Stop.
I will fully admit, based upon like that one shot of her from the promotion where she bursts through, like I'm like, what is this? Like I don't even know what to make of that character. But
I like Tatiana Maslany as well.
I don't know why people think that people don't have smear campaigns against celebrities. Like that's like the most that's so impossible. Like you guys do realize disingenuous people exist on the planet, and that there are people who are opportunists. Like you see it on YouTube all the time. That's where the term clout chaser comes from. Like the fact that people are like, there's no way they could be smearing Ezra because Ezra is just too weird and all the other stuff, doesn't mean that they're just because, say, for argument's sake, Ezra was guilty of smacking people, which we know they were because they were arrested for it, smacking people in Hawaii, choking a bitch, friggin' breaking into people's houses, cool. That doesn't mean that there aren't other people trying to smear it further. It's like, just because you have shit on you doesn't mean people can't smear the shit more on your face. That's like a dumb argument that people can't be smeared even if they are guilty of some things. It doesn't matter.
Did you see The Sandman yet, Saggy? I know you have Netflix.
I'm on episode 3.
Is it good?
Oh, it's so good. You need to watch it.
Oh, really? People. Okay, what about Boyd Holbrook? I like him from other stuff. The Joker. I don't know.
I think that I haven't read the comics. I didn't even know the comics was a thing. I do know that Lucifer, that TV show, is like from that universe because Lucifer is DC. But like, it's a really good show, and it's actually edgy. It's really edgy and dark, which is really interesting. It's very dark, dude. Like Joanne, they have Joanne Constantine because they don't have the rights to John Constantine, but like her character is kind of pretty much John Constantine. It's actually pretty cool.
Awesome. I got people.
Yeah,
keep
I
telling
do
me.
need to give it a watch. I haven't watched it yet, though. I've been.
Wednesday Addams.
You need to watch it. It's really
Yeah,
really good.
no, I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that from a lot of people. I don't know why. It's just like nothing about it like really has interested me at all.
I mean,
Anyone
I
interested
get
in
that,
this?
but like it's DC surprisingly, but it's still really good. And like I said, it's very dark and edgy. It's like they say fuck and shit. Like they really are. Yeah, they say fuck.
Yeah, you got to do that right. Like it's dark, it's edgy. I mean, they
We're
say
still
fuck.
trying to finish Resident Evil. Me and my wife.
Fuck.
It
Do they
was
say
hard.
fucking Resident Evil, Max? Do
Well,
they
she's-
fucking
My
Resident
wife
Evil?
really can't stand Jade character. The Jade character.
I can't.
I haven't
see
seen that
to
yet
be honest
either.
with you.
I haven't.
I can't stand adult Jade.
Yeah, adult.
I
Jade.
need to
No, I
give
like
it a watch.
I like the younger cast better.
No, I do too.
What?
But the adult Jade is a little.
Yeah. That's the one
Annoying.
that annoys. Right.
It's like she's supposed to be a scientist, but she's dumb as fuck. Like, how are you a scientist and you make the most dumbest decisions? Like, oh, Umbrella's trying to chase me, right? They're trying to capture me, and everybody who I surround myself with, they just slaughter. So I'm going to be around more people that an Umbrella can just slaughter so I can escape. And that's like, okay, cool, bro.
Aquaman 2 is going to focus on natural disaster plot.
Oh, so Ezra's career?
Oh. Natural disasters coming to DCU.
Listen,
It's
I'm not
Ezra
used to.
Miller. It's Ezra.
I'm not used to the DCU saying fuck a lot. Okay, I'm not used to people from DC in movies saying.
Well, it's an R-rated version of that. I mean, like look at you watch Joker, right? Swear words in
Yes.
Joker. They get what they
Oh, yeah,
fucking
that's true.
deserve, and then Robert De Niro gets his eye shot out.
I forgot about Joker. I forgot Joker. I forgot about Joker. I'm just not used to it. So when it was like a DC comic, it was like, oh, they say fucking shit. I was like, ah, cool. Nice. I like it. I like when they say fuck. They take fuck out of
You gotta go fuck.
If they take fuck out of Deadpool, I will fucking scream.
No, they're not gonna do that. I'll tell you what though, they're gonna take fuck out of Love and Thunder, man. LGBTQ censorship. My God, what was?
Well, then.
There was really nothing gay about
No, I
Thor
think
though.
I think a few years ago, the industry was really trying to cater to the ones so they could get their product movies in there. Now it's just you could try and they'll still ban it. So it's like not even just focus on the product. I don't think they're concerned about.
Hold on, H Barts. Yeah, I'll talk about him. Can you send me those tweets again? We'll talk about that. I got to go off about George R.R. Martin.
Oh yeah,
I forgot to do that last night.
Why am I acting like this the first time? You guys are right. I'm tired. I mean, I thought Anthony Mackie and Chadwick Boseman were the same guy. So I mean, give me a break. My brain.
Saggy.
I thought it was. He looked like an 8 Mile. I didn't know he looked young.
That's Mekhi
You know that-
Phifer.
No, first of all, there are more than one black person in 8 Mile.
Yeah, there's 3 clearly that we just talked about. There's Boseman, there's Anthony Mackie, Mekhi Phifer. Is Anthony Mackie in 8 Mile?
Yes, Anthony Mackie's like the main, the main bad guy in 8 Mile. Yeah, and I thought it was.
It's been so long since I've seen 8 Mile.
I didn't know it was him because he looked so young. I thought it was Chadwick Boseman, and everyone was like, "How do you confuse Anthony Mackie?"
Yeah, you're right. He plays Papa Doc.
Disney Plus and that's Incredible Hulk from official Bruce Banner recap.
And he rapped, which was really weird.
Does anyone care? I don't know.
No, we're talking about Anthony Mackie now.
They're omitting the Edward Norton version of the Hulk, but they still have the Edward Norton Abomination.
That's what I said when I saw that. I saw that. That's why I was confused because I saw him in the trailer for. Well, no, I saw him in the trailer for She-Hulk, and I was like, "Wait a minute, wasn't he in the Edward Norton version? Why is he in this one? That makes no sense."
Yeah.
Did you not see that,
Matt? I mean, I know that, Emil Blonsky is from the Incredible Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like they took him because that's the Edward Norton Hulk, but they're putting him in She-Hulk, which is the.
Well, no, the Edward Norton Hulk is the Mark Ruffalo Hulk, right? It's just a recasting. What you're thinking of is the Eric Bana version from 2003. So weird to think that movie is 19 years old.
But that confuses people because you see this character that was in the movie with Edward Norton, and then you see him back with Mark Ruffalo, and they're just very confused. I'm very confused. I don't know.
Well, at this point, though, it's been 14 years, Saggy. Most people have figured it out.
Spoiler warning: She-Hulk ties to the Thor Ragnarok Sakaar plot with the ship.
Nobody cares.
Cool.
Somebody cares.
I'm not excited for She-Hulk. I don't know why people are excited.
What?
I don't think She-Hulk's gonna be good.
Do you
I think
not
She-Hulk-
like to laugh?
Excited for She-Hulk.
do,
I mean,
but, like,
listen,
I
I'm not
This
I'm
isn't
not saying
creepy at all,
that
somehow.
She-Hulk plays into my Amazonian kink thing I got going on, but it also.
I want to
No,
see
what?
Hulk
No, man.
smash. When is last
I
time
want
Hulk
to, dude. I
smashed?
want to see She-Hulk smash too. I would pay to watch that.
I want to see all the smashing. Yeah,
But I don't
Like-
want to see. I want to see Hulk like the way Hulk was in the first Avengers when he like smacked the shit out of Loki and called him puny god. Like, where's that Hulk? He's been gone for a while, and I miss him. It's like they killed him. It's character assassination.
Hans says, "Mommy
I will
Hulk,
come back.
Mommy Hulk."
Mommy Hulk.
Mommy Hulk milkers.
Mommy.
Whoa.
You guys know what that's from?
No.
That's Liar Liar.
Oh, okay. Hans wants. Now we know what Hans likes. He likes to get smashed by a.
Didn't they just release a trailer
larger
about
woman?
Hulk? Something about Hulk.
I
It
don't
was like something was it Hulk Legends or some shit like that. I don't know.
What was
I don't
What was
know.
that sound?
Hulk
That was
Legends.
that was Matt mimicking drinking breast milk.
What? Amazon.
No, that
got
wasn't
a
me
thing with
mimicking
that. What?
drinking breast milk. That was me mimicking.
Whoa, Rhea is giving you tips, Hans. Okay.
That was me. That was me using Morse code for Tune in Tokyo.
Oh my god.
Nutty.
Daredevil gonna go down on She-Hulk. Oh my god, H-Bar,
Oh
stop it. Get
man, imagine that.
out. Get out,
right?
H-Bar.
Hulk smash, and he's all like,
Oh.
"I can't see, but I can smell."
I would. Hey, if you
I can
saw
smell your breath.
Daredevil being carried, I got to make a new thumbnail. Daredevil or She-Hulk carrying Daredevil. Hey, I'd be cheering.
I mean, he is the man without fear, right?
Yeah.
What's the story with She-Hulk? Isn't like She-Hulk's related to?
Cousin.
Isn't it? Oh, they're cousins. Are they cousins?
think
Is
from
it?
the
Are
trailer.
they related in the show?
Into the Deep trailer.
Yeah,
UK
they are
Survivor
related. They are.
Girl starring Ella Ray Smith
Oh,
arrives
okay.
in the U.S. this month. Okay. I only had one other article.
By the way, I just want to point out, somebody left a comment on my channel saying that Max only talks
Whoa.
about franchise movies. And I was like, yeah, somebody commented on my channel when I did my video reacting, like reviewing or criticizing my friends' channels, and Max was on the list. And somebody left a comment saying that like Max only focuses on franchise movies.
Well, I
Like,
do the main title and the main topics are the big ones, but then I try to put other stuff in there.
well, I was gonna say they clearly haven't been around for your other movie topics, which I thought was pretty funny. I was like, no,
Yeah.
Max talks about a lot of random shit, just people don't care about it, unfortunately.
Although to be fair, a lot of people out there don't care about non-franchise movies.
We're about
That's
15
all
minutes
true.
away from Hwad Live.
I'd stay
Hollywood
up and
After
be on it,
Dark.
but I have work, unfortunately. I always have work.
Aw, can't you make an appearance? In and out.
No, because if I don't get up for work, I won't have a job and I won't have monies, and then my dog will starve. You want my dog to starve, Max?
How's
Is that what
baby
you're telling
doing?
me?
How's baby doing?
She's doing
Yes.
good. She started rubbing her butt on the friggin' floor, and it freaked me out. Yeah, she had dry poopy on her bum bum.
Don't say it. Don't talk like that. Ew.
Well, that's what happened because everyone was like, maybe she has worms. Like, no, I got the paper. She doesn't have worms, but she was like rubbing her butt on the floor, and I was like, what the? The first time I've seen it, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, oh, I had to look it up. I was like, why is my dog rubbing her butt and dragging it on the floor? It was very alarming. And then she chased me. She got out when I was leaving for work, and she chased the car down the driveway. We all freaked out because we were like, we're on a main road.
Psychological horror movies, most people could actually survive. What? It's kind of interesting.
My dog does not
Why?
have anal gland problems. She did it once, and it was 'cause
What?
she had poopy on her bum.
Ew. I don't want to talk about dog butt poop.
You have dogs. Like, you don't clean up your
Yeah.
dog's poop.
I do. I don't like it.
Exactly.
I don't like
Oh, hey,
dog
look,
butt.
the movie that Matt did not watch yet.
Perfect Blue,
Yeah, that's a good movie. It's a really good psychological
American
movie.
Psycho. I don't think I couldn't survive American Psycho.
I had trouble surviving watching American Psycho. I was so bored.
I like American.
I was
American
bored.
Psycho.
I need to watch it. I saw it when it came out, so I was like 18. You know,
here's a more interesting one: horror movies that make you root for the villain.
Oh, I thought they were going to say American Psycho 2, which I found to be a more enjoyable movie.
Really? I never saw this sequel.
American Psycho 2, I shit you not, stars Mila Kunis and William Shatner.
What the hell is this thing? Revenge?
That's a freaking juggalo. What the hell you mean?
No one's rooting for Lestat in fucking in like Interview with the Vampire.
Wait, they were rooting for Lestat? No, wait, they were rooting for the other guy.
Yeah, Louis. Everyone's rooting for Louis. No one's rooting for Lestat.
Who's rooting for Hannibal?
Who wrote this shit?
I don't
No
know.
one's rooting for fucking Hannibal Lecter. In that he's in it for like 8 minutes or whatever. What is this nonsense?
I'm kind of agreeing. Who's rooting for Candyman?
I mean, if Candyman was killing plantation owners, then I would totally root for Candyman.
That's what I'm saying.
But he's not.
Okay, Beetlejuice.
He didn't kill plantation owners. He just killed white people, and it was so stupid. It's like, how does that even equate?
Did you see Prey, Saggy?
No, but I heard it was good.
Awesome, so good.
So good. So good.
I didn't think it was gonna be good because I didn't understand the concept. Everyone says I'm gonna try.
All right, American Werewolf in London, is such a good movie. It is a very, very good movie. And yeah, you root for the hero is the villain, but then again, it's all about, the werewolf. Do you guys ever see Wolf with Jack Nicholson, James Spader, Michelle Pfeiffer? It's like an erotic
by Simon
thriller.
Bland.
God, his name is like his writing style.
Boo.
Simon.
Oh,
Boo.
American
I knew you were
Psycho
gonna
is
go
like
to it.
Sesame Street compared to the book.
Well, I'm sure it is. I'm sure they had to tone it down for friggin' movie ratings. I don't know. Movies have been pushing the envelope lately, so I don't know.
Well,
Look at the boys. Look at the boys. They literally had a friggin' guy go inside of his boyfriend and then friggin', So they are pushing.
Yeah, and that was actually inspired by the Ant-Man Thanos meme. And the fact that on the Disney Wish that they have the new Marvel thing on there, and they actually got Paul Rudd to talk about that meme as Scott Lang on a Disney cruise ship is fucking insane.
No, that was great.
It's like,
imagine if you didn't know. Imagine if you were there and you didn't know that was coming. Like, if you don't watch the internet and you just went on your trip and then you saw that would be hilarious.
For the record, were they wrong though? Because Ant-Man totally could have done that.
He could have done a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Ant-Man could have totally went inside Thanos and just grew. It would have been over. Thanos would have never been. Oh my God, that's
it just really makes you wonder how him and the Wasp have fun.
Ooh.
Not that way, because we saw how that worked out in The Boys.
Yeah, but that's because the guy was high on cocaine and he sneezed.
Are you saying you would totally be down for that power, Matt? Like if you had that superpower and hey, ladies.
Bro,
okay. So let's look at that logistically for a second,
Matt's
right?
Channel, by the way, going live in about 10 minutes.
Yeah. So here's the logistical angle of that, right? He has to be in the suit in order for it to work. So I don't know if he gets out of the suit, will he remain that size? So if he goes in the suit and he becomes Giant Man, and then gets out of the suit, would it work? I don't know. And he can, and can he also just elongate his pee-pee?
So here's the thing. My biggest question for that scene, The Boys, if that dude's powers get all back to normal because he sneezed, why would you risk that? I don't understand why.
Because he's high on cocaine.
That was dumb. I don't care.
He's high on cocaine, and he's just his boyfriend's I want you inside me, and you're right, what's gonna happen here? And he's okay, and you're oh my God, he's actually doing it. Oh my shit.
Also,
right?
But do you know how unrealistic that is? I don't think at that size, and especially how I know how the body works, you would not feel that.
No, you going in the pee hole is not really. You're not going to feel it. The nerve endings are on the outside of the pee hole.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it made no sense why that would happen anyway.
But it was they were how do we meme this thing and make it as disgusting as humanly possible? They built an 11-foot replica dick, right? Like the size of it, they built an 11-foot dick for that fucking episode.
Fucking weird. That's so weird, bro. Like, can you imagine being that freaking storyboard room? Like, what are we gonna do for this episode?
Oh,
We're
wow.
gonna have the guy go inside the other
Is this
guy.
accurate,
and we're gonna-
Degrassi?
What?
How do they get small inside each other? Like, how does that work?
Is that like pooping back and forth?
Ew.
What,
You don't even know.
mean like 2 girls, 1 cup?
All right, now I'm gonna. This isn't hard yet.
This is what happens when me and Matt are on a stream together. Everybody wants us to
Yeah.
fight, but we just talk about nasty shit.
Well, I mean, listen, that's how I roll, and apparently,
After dark, Mad Max after dark. No, that's when he gets a few drinks in him.
Yeah, I can't do that on a weeknight.
He gets like a couple of drinks in him. He's just like, woohoo! Fuck you, geeks and gamers.
No,
I'm coming for your bitches.
No, I gotta
the
go
guy,
back.
The guy
I
on
gotta-
earlier really didn't. He's like, "Stop! Why you keep talking about them?" Like, because I want to.
Well, that's what I get. I get people always saying like, "Oh, Shaggy, you keep going. You keep talking about Ezra Miller. Can you talk about something else?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, when I talk about something else, no one shows up. I talk about Ezra Miller, y'all show up and then complain I'm talking about Ezra Miller. Miss me with that bullshit."
No.
I hate that. I hate that people give me shit. Why are you always talking about drama? Why are you always talking about Ezra Miller? Because y'all don't show up when I'm not talking about these things.
No, I tune in, but I get bored, so I leave.
Fuck you.
Come on! Look what H Sports is trying. Don't even try this. He's just trying to get you to go start.
I feel like that's.
Do I know of any weird sexual fetishes? I mean, like, yeah. Do I have any weird sexual fetishes?
You're not gonna.
Nothing I'm going to talk about.
By the way, I heard you and talk about how you like penis.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't like penis.
I don't know, something about some porn star with a penis.
That's
what?
What?
I don't know.
No. I said like, no. I had a friend of mine who like doesn't like watching like point of view porn because he doesn't like seeing dick, right? He doesn't like seeing like, he gets weirded out by seeing another guy's dick. And like, he doesn't like the point of view aspect of it because he's trying to put himself like in the scene. Like he's trying to like, you know, like, cause again, like this is what I was talking about last night. I was mentioning like romantic comedies, action movies, they're power fantasies for men, right? Like rom-coms are actually power fantasies for men, just in different ways. And so the big issue with that ultimately is just like, my friend was just really, he's got a really weird concept of like, intimacy.
That's
So-
what I say when I put my melons away. I'm putting them away for a second.
You're like, well, I mean, I got to roll them up like a couple of fruit roll-ups here.
Whatever. That's so.
No, Raya, I actually haven't seen the new episodes yet. I need to get back on Paramount Plus because I'm going to cancel like with Disney raising their prices for Disney Plus as well as Hulu. It's like I'm gonna bundle them together, but I'm like really kind of like I get it, but it's also like what the fuck, you know? They're raising it up 38%. That's actually a fair amount of cash.
I'm back. I gave him a biscuit.
We didn't miss her.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm tired. I
I'm
have
try-
to work. This was fun, so I'm gonna get going.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Saggy.
No, thanks for having me on. So I could. What do you mean? Where can people find me? Everybody in your chat knows where to find me.
I'm joking.
You can find me in Matt Jarble's closet, waiting for him to fall asleep, so I can do disgusting things to him while he's sleeping.
Ew.
And by disgusting
Okay.
things, I mean just put his hand in some warm water so he pees the bed. What the hell were you guys thinking about? Fucking creeps. Jeez, I'm not that fucking deranged. I was just gonna make him pee his bed. God.
Give him a few more years. It'll happen. Actually.
I mean, there is something I could say, but I will not say it because I don't want to embarrass Saggy too much.
No, say it.
I'm not
say
going to
do
say it. I'm not
Say
going to
it.
say it.
Say
You
it.
do not want me to say it. You do not want me to say it.
I want you to say it.
You
I
do
want you to
not
embarrass
want me to say it.
I'm telling you to say
You
it.
do not want me to say it.
I do say it, Matt. Do it, you pussy, do it.
There was one time you made a comment to me about about hooking up. You have made a comment to me about that.
Oh my God, where is this going?
I don't know.
Probably have. I won't lie.
You have. I was like, I don't know how to take that, but thank you. It's flattering.
I probably have. I wouldn't be surprised. But what does that have to do with making you piss the bed?
Because it's a direct through line. Obviously, that's where you have your side of things, and I'm not into that. But you're gonna project onto me.
What?
Saggy's in the piss play. Let's be fair.
Oh my God! What?
Bro.
Don't put that out on the internet.
First of all, I am not into piss play. I just want to make that very clear. Secondly, Jarbo is now see Max. Jarbo clearly is obsessed with me because he's trying to tell my kinks and he's trying to expose me. Okay, it's obsession. He's in love.
You're kind of reading a little bit into it too much.
I don't know where I'm going with this. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's a little.
I was just winging it. I had no clue. Water sports gross. Y'all are nasty. Jarbo's nasty, but I do love Jarbo.
But who doesn't want to go jet skiing?
Bro. Fucking bro. Can you not?
Ashley, I'll tell you this though. I'll be honest. I don't understand the kink, like the people loving squirting. It just like, I don't get it.
Oh,
I don't get it.
God. I'm gonna.
Right? It just looks like they're peeing on you. Cause it is pee. Part of it is pee.
Yeah, it is.
And it's like, it's a little pee in there. And you're just like, like, how is that like,
Max, the fact that you're just listening to this and letting this continue is very alarming. It's very alarming. Like even your chat's like, all right, time to end.
I was trying to go right up until Juan starts. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
It's already started. It already started.
H-Bar says, I don't understand that. What do you mean? What do you mean by like the foot thing?
I'm actually going to weigh into that one. Isn't that like an accomplishment that you get your partner so excited that they do that? So why would that be gross to you?
Well, I mean, not everyone can do it. There's a difference though between so
I'm leaving
there's
on
like
this note. I gotta go to bed. Love you guys. Bye.
So there's ejaculate, right? That happens, both men and women, right? So it's like, you're used to it, like there's like men get pre-cum, women get wet.
Okay, never mind.
Right. And so, but that is not that. Like squirting is, as far as I understand it, is not that.
Okay.
Now, I don't have a lot of experience with it. It's not my thing, but it's just a little weird.
So, Hollywood After Dark starts in a minute. Is that a segue to your show?
Yeah, it's a segue. Yeah, it's a segue. Let me drop the. I'll drop you the link in the private chat there.
I really have to. Speaking of this, I really have to pee myself. To the
dog.
So I'm going to go take care of stuff and then come right back to the next.
You may want phrasing, Max. Phrasing.
Yeah.
On that one, you're like, I'm gonna go take care of stuff. I'll be right back.
I'll be on for like 20-30 minutes.
That's fine. I'm not gonna go for like super long tonight, but
okay,
it will be
I'm
good.
already in. Good night. Good night, everyone. Have a good night. Boredom leads to interesting things. Zeno knows way too much about this. Bye.
Yeah.
This is making me uncomfortable. Bye.